Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Between the Lines talk show, the show where I haven't done this in a couple months, so I'm a little out of practice. With me, as always, is my great co-hosts, Jake, and at this point, I think pretty much the recurring one, Bruce.
Hello.
And then we have a guest host, Ian.
Hello.
From Hot Quality Contents. Watch Along Marathon stuff. I can't remember what the proper name is. I'm sorry.
We call them commentaries because that's like the definition of what they are. We market them as watch-alongs, but if you tell YouTube that before they're copyright free, they get all mad. So they, it is what it is.
I'm Ian, by the way. I don't know if my name was said.
I think I said it.
You said it.
Why doesn't everyone
I'm covering all our
I was
bases.
about to interject comedy groundbreaker in there.
I appreciate
Comedy
that.
ground-
I very rarely do a video with multiple people that Ian's not there in. So if the video is just me, it's just me. But if it's got one more, it's Ian, and then more than that, Ian's also there. So he's like the other half of the channel almost. So this is this guy.
I mean, we made it together.
We did. We created it. It's us.
That's
Hell yeah.
that's cool. I didn't actually even know that. Well, how's everyone doing? First off, how you doing, Bruce?
Pretty good. I'm getting paid to be here, so
Oh yeah,
He is getting paid to be
You
here.
guys getting paid?
it's true. You are.
I'm on paid time off.
It's true. He didn't know if he had the day on or off, so he put in for PTO, which I told him to do as a joke. I was
Yeah.
like, put in PTO, who cares? And he did. So, hell yeah, baby. It's the first and last time you'll ever get paid for doing a podcast in your life. But I am here. Xander isn't giving me any money to be here. I'm just here on my own volition. But I, on the other
Love
hand,
the
pay
game.
Ian a weekly fee to be my friend, so he is getting
His mom does. That's a bit that we have. His mom pays me to be his friend. It's been 15 years.
yeah. Otherwise, I'd have no friends.
How much money do you make for being his friend?
Undisclosed at this time.
Well, I can't know.
Okay,
I'm
I
right
see.
here. I'd hear him.
I'm gonna have to rework my contract.
Yeah, wait. He's not getting paid by my mom? Hold on.
Yeah.
You guys are getting paid? Yeah.
How you doing, Ian? How's your day going?
Good. I woke up. I did the one thing that I needed to do, and now I'm doing the second thing that I needed to do. And it's a fun time.
Nice. Cool. Do you want to introduce yourself for the... I mean, I know we kind of started it, but do you want to properly introduce yourself for the 20 people who listen to this?
Hi, 20 people. I'm Ian. I do hot quality content with Jake and our lovely co-host Mud. He's not here.
Who's not here.
But yeah, I love movies. I don't watch anything by myself most of the time anymore. I that's something that I don't quite enjoy. I enjoy content like that with people, but I also do love games and sport. One singular sport.
singular
It's
sport.
hockey. It's this one.
Hockey.
I bowl. That's a sport, kind of.
It's a good sport.
Nice. I'm
Bowling's
not
a
great at
sport.
bowling.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not great
I have
either.
a habit where like, when I bowl out with friends, I'll get a strike first try and then never again. Like it'll be the first thing I do, and then I'll always just get like 5.
When I was 12, the team I was on got second place. So that was a long time ago now.
Nah, what are you, like 18, 19?
Fine.
Yeah, you're fine. Young buck. The most fun I've ever had bowling was when I went by myself and I had them put the rail guards up, and so I just kept shooting bowling. that was a good
Yeah.
Wow, I'm so good. I never get a gutter ball. I'm so talented.
I've managed to get a gutter ball with the railings up, so it's possible.
Wow.
Jesus, that's bad.
Okay.
It hopped the railing, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Would you like hurl it? Would you like overhand?
Hey, man.
Dude, that's on the level of I burnt pasta.
I mean,
burnt water.
hey, bowling is featured in one of the greatest comedy movies of all time, The Big Lebowski.
That movie is okay.
I think it's okay as well. It's not the worst comedy movie.
Obviously, you're not a golfer.
There's a couple of classic comedies that people like love, like The Big Lebowski, that I do not like. I think Ferris Bueller's Day Off is incredibly overrated.
Oh,
But
I
we'll
think it's
save
great.
that for a different
I like
time.
Ferris Bueller. That's a different.
I like Ferris Bueller.
I like Ferris Bueller.
Do you like Mean Girls?
What was that?
Do you like Mean Girls?
Yeah, Mean Girls is good.
Mean Girls is great. Yeah.
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 I've not seen the musical based on the movie based on the musical based on the movie.
I thought it was alright, but it really just kind of skits over a lot of the character growth and stuff. It just kind of like
it inserts songs instead. Yeah, that's my problem with musicals.
I'll be honest. Classic
thank you.
comedy. I've never really gotten along with Caddyshack.
I like Caddyshack.
It's all right.
I
I'd
like
say
the Bill.
like a 7 or 8. 8, it's good.
I like the Bill Murray stuff. Oh, the main plot of the movie is boring as shit, though.
That's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair. That's valid. It's not even his best comedy.
I mean, Ghostbusters.
I have a bad structure with this stuff, but to go on with a little bit of life and what's been going on, for me, not much. I've just been trying to relax since I've never actually fully relaxed since the Invisible Man fan film I did, which has been fun. I got to enjoy a really great October, just watching horror movies and just enjoying the season. And I love October. It's my favorite time of the year. I went to Halloween Horror Nights, and that was kind of fun. But yeah, what about Jake? You have a lot of fun stuff to say in terms of what you've been up to in life lately.
I can and I do, and I have been, and I whatever else the preposition is. I went to Brazil for the entirety of October, which had some downsides, which I'd like to get off my chest now. I missed the entire Halloween season. I was here like the day before Halloween I came back, so I was all jet lagged out. I still was here for it, but I missed the spooky season, man. I missed the build up, all the stores putting cobwebs and shit in their thing. I missed that. That was fun.
You missed up until October 13th that the stores had Halloween stuff.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, now it's all Christmas. It's fun.
Do they not celebrate Halloween in Brazil?
They do in Sao Paulo, but we went to two places. We went to Sao Paulo for 2 weeks and then Bahia for 2 weeks. And Sao Paulo is like a city, a popular thing, like
It's
Rio.
one of the most
basically.
popular cities. Yeah.
It's besides Rio, it's the most popular.
Yep.
And Bahia is like nowhere. It's like a desert. Like no one lives there.
Wow.
Just my wife's family. So we said hi and stuff. So went to those two places, and Sao Paulo has like things like like America has like saw movies there. We saw a couple movies in Sao Paulo. I went rock climbing. It's something I do almost every day in America. It's a big passion of mine. Bahia is get fucked. It's just houses and dirt. It's kind of fun, but it was cool.
Yeah.
It was really interesting. I went for big long walks. I love that. But the significant thing that we brought home with us, quote unquote, is that my wife's dog lived there for a very long time, and she reunited with her dog. And there's a very adorable video after 2 years of being in America. She sees her dog again for the first time, and he obviously recognized her. He's losing his mind. He's like, oh my god, it's my mom. It's a big deal. It's so cute. And this was not cheap. It hurts my heart and my bank account equally. We paid a company to bring the dog to America, and after the 2 days it takes to fly him here, and then 2 more days of him being trapped in New York because you got to quarantine the dog when you bring a dog, we finally got him back, and now I am a dog dad. So I have a dog in the other room. I've been in houses with dogs before, like growing up and stuff, but I've never owned a dog personally. I've never been responsible for a dog. So this is new for me. So I'm very happy to report that BB is a very good boy.
Aw. Yay.
Hell yeah.
So does he understand you when you talk to him, or does he only understand Portuguese?
He doesn't understand shit from anyone, whether it's Portuguese. He doesn't even know his own name gets called. He's just staring at the wall. Like, this guy does not care for language of any variety or country. He's just so terrible. But he's adorable. And, when he
He's
pet
very
him, he's
cute.
reciprocal,
Yeah.
He's also very, very protective of Samara. So, like, if I kiss my wife, he's, like, barking. Like, all right, I need to be involved. It's me. Give me the attention. Don't do that. So like it's a whole fucking thing. But now I think he's protecting me as well. Like when Ian came over today, he's never met BB before. BB's barking at Ian. I'm like, no, and I'm like petting him to call him off and stuff like that. That means he's protective of me as well. So I'm upgraded to being loved by BB as well.
And the thing I just was like, okay, cool. And the last time the dog came in the room, head right on my lap, let me pet him,
Yeah.
perfectly fine. So
Yeah, it's just the initial reaction.
Yep.
But once I
One of,
pet BB with Ian here, he's
I just let him smell me for a little bit, and they calm
I
down.
know what you mean with the whole like kissing, because one of my partner's family dogs, he was really close with him, and so whenever we would like just hold each other, he'd start barking, be like, and so I'd make the joke that he'd be like, hey, let's leave some room for Jesus now, come on.
Is this dog named Jesus?
No,
That's
his
a good
dog.
name.
His dog was named Lincoln, but it was like he had no problem with me. He loved me a lot, or he loves me a lot. But it was like anytime I like held my partner and like hugged him really close, he'd be like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, hey, guys,
Whoa,
leave some
can't
room
do
for
that.
Jesus now."
Leave room for Lincoln.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could tell some other stories, but probably not ones that are appropriate for the podcast. So, but yeah, that's been my life for quite some time, and I'm living life
that's
like a
cool.
crazy man.
What's is spooky? Is there much of a spooky season in Brazil?
Not really. In Sao Paulo, they have like we skydived in Sao Paulo, which was super fun. And the skydiving place had like they hung at like spiders and pumpkins and stuff.
Oh,
So they're celebrating conventionally. So I guess it is an international. I didn't realize that. I thought it was just an American like way to celebrate where you just put up like spooky stuff. But apparently it's international, which is cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, Sao Paulo and bigger cities will celebrate it. Nowhere cities don't care. There's no trick or treating. That doesn't exist in Bahia.
Wow.
So
Okay, that's interesting.
yeah, interesting. Yeah, I learned a
What
lot.
about what about you, Bruce? Do you have anything? Nice. Ian, go fuck. No, I'm just kidding. Ian, what about you?
No, that's fair. No, I've been fucking myself a lot, so that's something I have been doing.
That is the news.
No, I'm kidding. Two assholes. Yeah, I work a lot. Work has been getting busier. I've just been playing some games, watching a couple little things, just trying to relax a little bit. It's October, November. It's like the start of, I don't want to say seasonal depression, but seasonal depression. So
Yeah.
it gets a little low key. You gotta keep yourself
Well,
balanced
you do
and
work
try to.
retail, and this is
I
going to
d-
be an
yes.
insane. time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've just been trying to keep myself balanced, basically. From
How
all,
many
from
times has
everything.
Mariah Carey played?
Our radio works broken 0.
Oh, you
Oh,
lucky
thank God.
bitch. For context, I used to work in the same store as him. I now don't work for that company anymore, but
Oh, okay.
that radio's never been broken. So he's living what I wanted to be the dream for quite some time.
Yeah,
when I was
the
there.
radio's completely broken. I've heard 0 songs. The bad thing though is the alarm for the back keeps beeping over and over and over again, and it's been doing that for 7 weeks with no radio. So
I'll
it's hard
take
to
that
tune
over
out.
Katy Perry.
It's really hard to tune out. I hear it in my nightmares.
Yeah, the store I work in, we actually got permission to turn off the corporate mandated music, and we can play our own playlists within reason.
Oh, nice.
that's-
I actually had the Xander's gonna like this. I had the Wolfman theme music in there.
That's pretty
Nice.
cool.
Let's go. Let's
That's so
fucking go.
funny.
I gotta ask you guys if you're comfortable with answering. Were you guys friends before you worked at that job, or is that
Yeah.
how you guys met?
We've been friends for 15 years.
Yeah, in high school we met, and we were both kind of like the kid that like didn't know how to socialize, so we naturally socialized with each other.
Yep.
And then
Oh, okay.
lifelong friendship. He was the best man at my wedding type deal.
Yep.
So yeah.
Hell yeah, that's sick. It's cool.
Yeah.
Well, since we don't, I mean, I have never really gotten a chance to get to this part because I've never actually ran the podcast so consistently. But what is everyone's thoughts on one spooky season, and then also November, and then like Christmas time? Who here loves spooky season first?
I would love to start this
I knew you'd
conversation.
pop off. I knew it.
I like Halloween. I'm not a big like dress up and do everything, but I like the concept of it. It's very fun. It gets people going. The horror movies, the vibe of it, that it's just turning to fall. Nice crisp, I love that. I hate Christmas. So the fact that Christmas starts November 1st pisses me off. There's a better holiday in between Halloween and Christmas in America, and it's called Thanksgiving, which is just Christmas with no expectations. It's fucking awesome. No, you sit there, you hang out with people you like, you eat food, whether you do Friendsgiving or Thanksgiving with your family, whatever. There's nothing. It's just have fun, enjoy, do your thing, relax. And the fact that so much of this country, because it's very capitalist centric, ignores Thanksgiving immediately, it makes me mad.
Yeah, because companies would rather start marketing buying gifts of crazy prices as opposed to buying a turkey.
Yep.
And this is all you're going to probably spend on Thanksgiving, maybe. Like,
Makes me upset. Thanksgiving's my favorite holiday for reference because it's just eat
Really?
and relax. Yep, eat and relax. What better is eat and relax? Seriously, it's awesome.
I can opine on this. I'm a spooky season guy. We went in October because we couldn't go to Brazil in September logistically because of visa problems. So now it's all solved, but the earliest we could do is October. So I looked at it, and honestly, the psychology of me is like, damn, I'm missing spooky season, but there's like virtually no movies I care about in October this year, so I will pass off this month. And I still saw One Battle in Brazil. So by the way, watching a movie in Brazil is cool because usually they'll have showings that dub it in Portuguese, but if you look for it, it's like 3D, not 3D. You can choose a showtime that has Portuguese subtitles and an English copy of the movie. So we watched it,
sick.
and I understood it because it's English. And my wife, whose first language is Brazilian, can read it if she doesn't understand the English that's being said. So it's perfect. She's good at English, so it's not bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as the holiday goes with Halloween, Halloween's the best one. It's my favorite one. It's the most fun one. I love costumes, even unrelated to monsters, because monsters are a big part of my heart. As per the Universal Monsters podcast, we all do. Just the fact that you can dress up and go to like parties and costume and stuff like that, that's just a fun experience for me. And most other parts of the year are geared around, hey, let's all sit around and eat, which is cool. You know, Thanksgiving is the king of that. Obviously, there's a place for that. But there's not a lot of holidays where it's like, hey, let's all dress up and try and scare people and have fun. You know, like that's just fun for me. Plus, the big theme of like horror movies, everyone's watching them over and over again. There's like certain classics, like The Thing, that gets rewatched every year by a lot of people. I love that. I love that experience.
No, I agree. I gotta say, Jake, I'm really happy you went to Brazil and stuff, but I will say I was like, damn it, I was so looking forward to the Between the Lines episode where you and I talked horror stuff for spooky season. I didn't get to have that. I was like, damn it.
I know. Sadly. Sadly.
What about you, Bruce? What's your take on it?
I mean, I like all three holidays well enough. I haven't really done a whole lot of like Halloween themed things in such a long time because I just watch horror movies whenever. I don't really care.
Yeah.
Valid.
And but no, I like it. I like the feel of it. I like seeing all the costumes in stores and stuff like that. I think it's cool. I like all the candy showing up. I think it's fun. I think it's pretty neat. I'm glad I don't work anywhere with a break room TV anymore because fucking hell, they'd turn on AMC and I'd see so many random bits of the Halloween movies every year.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but no, I mean, I like that. I like Thanksgiving, but Thanksgiving to me isn't really a season. It's just that day. And it's nice. It's nice getting some family together and all that. And I like Christmas. I do think it's got a lot of bullshit that goes along with it, but I think it's fine. I don't like it as much as I did when I was a kid, but you know, it's a fun time of year.
Yeah.
I wish people would stop playing the shittiest Christmas music over fucking store speakers all the time, but
Yeah.
like
It should be Feliz Navidad everywhere.
you go back and
I
play
like the Bruce Springsteen Santa's Coming to Town.
I like that. I like the old classic stuff. I do not need to hear 15 different covers of Last Christmas every year because they all suck except for the original.
Oh my god. And Wham. Hold on. Where's Wham?
I like Wham. I don't like any of the covers.
You don't like the George Michael's Last Christmas?
Yeah. I like that because it basically is his song, but every cover version I've heard plays it super up tempo and annoying, and I'm like, that's not what the song is.
Yeah.
And I hate the fucking Live Aid Christmas song as well. That one sucks.
You don't need the lights. Yeah.
Just too much. Yeah.
As for me, surprise, the guy who makes monster movies is a huge spooky season guy. I start spooky season in September, and I love it. But I have such a weird thing with the holidays. So one, it's nice to see someone whose favorite holiday is Thanksgiving because no one ever says Thanksgiving, and it's cool. So I start celebrating spooky season in September, but I don't start like decorating and going all out until October 1st. And I love Christmas, don't get me wrong. I really do enjoy it, and I still have a soft spot. But the older I got, and the more that I realized just how much Christmas encroaches on every other holiday, the more I got stricter. And these days, just to go off on a little rant, it hurts my soul that in the second week of October, around October 13th or something, they go, Christmas time is done, Halloween season is done. We're out of here, and they just start throwing in Christmas stuff. The biggest thing, the biggest sign is you will get Halloween Oreos from September to October 13th. After that, it's just fucking Christmas Oreos, and I hate that shit. The fact that the last week of October I walked in and the classic Pillsbury Halloween cookies were replaced with the fucking Christmas ones says a lot. You were gonna say something, Ian, I think.
Yeah, I one of the major radio stations that I listen to here, because I'm an old man and love the radio. They've started playing Christmas music already since October 25th.
Oh god.
Only Christmas music, by the way. I haven't heard an actual song on that station.
Brutal.
So that one's off the radar right now for 2 months. I'm gonna be mad at them until January, probably February.
It's
like brutal, man.
I like November. I like Thanksgiving. My rule has now become, because Christmas has done so much, my rule has become I love Christmas. I will celebrate it, be as jolly and Christmassy as everything. Strictly though, Christmas starts strictly at 12 a.m. December 1st and ends at 12 a.m. December 26th.
Valid.
After that,
perfect.
Before or after that, no Christmas music, no Christmas lights, no Christmas trees, no Christmas movies, no Santa hats, nothing.
No cans of Who Hash, no roast beast.
All the noise.
Yeah, man.
I think that's the advent calendar you're describing, Xander.
Yeah.
I like funny Christmas music.
Yeah, funny Christmas movie is good. But yeah, for me, it's like, let the turkey have its day. And I made this deal with my partner, because my partner, he loves Christmas, and he only sort of liked October, like, because he dates me now. But he was like, no. And I was like, I'll make a deal with you, because he believes in starting Christmas in November. I said, I'll make a deal. You can start Christmas on November 25th. You're allowed to do whatever you want after Thanksgiving. Let me have my fucking Thanksgiving time.
Well, isn't Thanksgiving the 27th this year?
Is it the 27th?
So what does start Christmas mean? Just put up decorations? Is that all it is to you?
You're allowed to put up decorations, listen to Christmas music or whatever.
Oh, like playing it out loud around. Okay, I would get annoyed by that.
Yeah,
That's fair.
yeah. I will put up with all that. I won't celebrate, but I'll put it up because we live in an apartment together. So I'm like, if you want to start decorating, you're only allowed to start decorating the day after Thanksgiving, not before.
It is the 27th, by the way. I just wanted to.
Oh, okay. So then, sorry.
No, you're good.
I'm okay with like people starting their decorations a little bit early, because you need to fucking plan that shit out. Like, we got our Christmas lights up like well in advance, just because like that takes forever.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
Maybe if I owned a house and had to put up Christmas lights, I agree. But until that day comes, I am very strict with Christmas, because the fat man has gotten a little too comfy. So I'm sorry, it doesn't start until after Thanksgiving for me.
I think that's very valid.
Yeah, it's valid. I gotcha. They should at least stop wait to start the constant Christmas music until after Thanksgiving.
Even if you like Christmas music, you know what you don't like? 2 months of it.
Yeah. Oh God. And really, that just goes with anything.
The reality is, there are people out there that would absolutely love 2 months of Christmas straight nonstop music. I hate them.
I would sneak in. There's an Eric Idle song that's actually called "Fuck Christmas," which is all about like taking down like all the bad things about Christmas. Is so funny. And the last line of the song is, "Go tell the elves to fuck themselves. It's Christmas time again."
That is funny.
It's funny. And as a guy who loves Halloween decorations and stuff, like, I would keep them up all year. But even I am like, you know what? I'm getting a little fatigued of like the theming and stuff. Let's move it on. Like that. It's just like, I like Christmas decorations, but I don't want to see them for 2 months. It's
just too
much,
long,
man.
That's almost the. It's almost the entirety of a season, because every season, like, fall, winter, summer, spring, they're 3 months long. Are we doing this for the 2 months? That's almost the entirety of a season.
Yeah, it's too much. So with the spirit of that in mind, since everything, what is everyone's favorite Thanksgiving meal item, food item?
Ian's got to start this one.
So,
Okay.
just a more background, I guess. I'm Portuguese, and my vovó, that's the grandmother in Portuguese, made stuffing, and that was the best part. That was easily the best part. The homemade stuffing that she would like buy multiple different like whole big Portuguese breads and like leave them out to do it, and then do the whole soaking process. It was like a whole day and a half worth of work just for that one part. So that is probably my favorite, very easily. And I'll throw a shout for my least favorite normal convention one. That canned cranberry sauce, get that shit out of here.
Oh, I like that.
A homemade cranberry sauce actually can be very good, but like the canned ribbed for her pleasure one, I'm not a fan.
I dislike cranberries just in general. I'm just not the guy to eat cranberries in any form.
Really?
I've even tried like juice, like with sugar. It's just
I
still
love
not,
cranberry juice.
It's just not the jam.
Not a cranberry vodka guy.
I'm not an alcohol guy, so I guess that's out the window. Best Thanksgiving food though, God, I mean, I don't know. It would probably be. Okay, so it depends. Stuffing you can fuck up very easily. You gotta know the right stuffing. And some people, if you go to certain houses, they make perfect stuffing and it tastes crisp and mint and delicious. And then some people have it like, okay, this is just like a gelatinous substance. I'm not touching that, you know? Like,
Yeah.
so stuffing, when made perfect, is my favorite. But it's a very finicky thing.
Yeah. No, our family recipe is A1, so that's why it's always been my favorite.
Nice.
With me, it depends. I really like mashed potatoes, and I do like stuffing a lot. I'm weird in that I don't like gravy at all.
Oh, gravy's great.
Gravy's awesome.
Gravy's great.
And turkey is something where I usually don't like it, but if you make it right, it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm someone who eats turkey on Thanksgiving out of obligation, but if it's made right, it's great.
Yeah, absolutely.
Turkey's only bad when it's too dry. Like if it's really moist,
Yep.
fresh, oh, it's the best.
100%.
I like turkey, and then I also like I don't know how popular of a dish this is, but it's like it's like sweet potatoes with marshmallows or something like that.
So yes, I've only had that once, and it was last year at a Friendsgiving, and I'm like, oh, that sounds weird. It's awesome. It is really good.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Yeah.
I love that one. And then I don't know if this really counts, but I like making I have a mac and cheese dish that is just perfect for Thanksgiving. So
We don't do mac and cheese for Thanksgiving, and it bums me out because I love mac and cheese.
Is that like a family dish?
My dad doesn't like mac and cheese.
Oh, he doesn't.
No.
That would do it.
damn.
Mac and cheese hits.
It does hit.
It's so
It
good.
hits so hard.
It's also really hard to screw up, unlike stuffing. You just really
Yeah.
easy.
I have a great mac and cheese recipe, but it is not a healthy mac and cheese recipe.
I don't want it to be a healthy one. It's Thanksgiving. Let me pick out.
No, I know. It's just one of those.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, I wish I could make this all the time, but
Pop open the box of cheddar goblin.
Yeah.
I might be considered a little strange, but my favorite mac and cheese dishes are the ones that like either has or I can put in a protein, like a little bits of chicken in there or something. That's like the
Ooh, yeah.
best taste.
oh yeah, no. I usually like to put some bacon in my mac and cheese.
Bacon mac is really
That
good.
hits.
Yeah.
That hits good.
It's nice and salty. It's salty to contrast the sharpness.
And then I also like to do the breadcrumbs on top. I like to crush up some Cheetos with the breadcrumbs and do like a broil.
Fire.
we should move on from this topic because him and I are going to get food after this, and I've barely eaten for that reason.
I haven't
and
eaten
all
either,
you're doing
yeah.
is like,
Actually,
I gotta
That's
order
fire.
DoorDash right now.
Actually, one last thing when it comes to mac and cheese. Have you guys ever heard of that Cheetos mac and cheese?
I've eaten it.
Yeah, I've also eaten
Okay.
it.
I've actually made it at home.
I love.
Yeah.
I have I've had it before. It's delicious. Does anyone else like get confused when YouTubers are like, "Ew, Cheetos mac and cheese. This makes no sense." Like that. I don't
It makes
understand why
perfect
people
sense.
find. Thank you.
I've never
I
heard
don't
that
know why
before.
everyone finds it confusing.
What do you mean it doesn't make sense? It's cheese
Yeah.
flavored thing, and it's cheese
Yeah.
flavored noodles. It makes
Now
perfect
do
sense.
they have a flaming hot version?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
they have a flaming
Ooh.
hot version. I think they have a jalapeno version.
They do have a jalapeno
The
version.
jalapeno is the best version, hands down. I used to, you know, there was a time where it was, I forget what store. It might have been like a dollar store esque type store where like each box was like 150, but if you got an absurd amount, it was like 75 cents per box. And I got like 20 of them, like an absurd, like a crazy
I
amount.
think you got sick of them. He gave me some. He's like, I can't eat more of these right now.
I bought like a
Yeah.
bulk order of the Cheetos mac and cheese just because financially it made sense and I knew I liked it already. So a whole cabinet of my kitchen was dedicated just to Cheetos mac and cheese. I'm not even kidding. It's so funny you brought that up. So I ate those for a lot of college.
Mm-hmm.
A lot, I think almost a full year of college. I was eating Cheetos mac and cheeses all the time. It was great.
Yeah, I fucking love those, and I don't understand why any YouTuber acts like it's like disgusting or weird.
Because
Listen, you can think it's gross.
acting
whatever,
like
but,
acting
it's-
like that gets you clicks.
That's
yeah,
true.
that's true. That's true.
Not every great movie or great arcade game makes a great home video game. That's why when Mattel Electronics turned Tron into Tron Home Video Games, we made sure the excitement of Tron gameplay found its way into your home. You'll know it the moment you square off against a recognizer, if you last that long. 4 great Tron games, 2 for Intellivision, 2 for Atari 2600. From Mattel Electronics, games as good as we say they are, maybe better.
All right. Well, I guess moving on to games we've been playing.
Oh, boy.
recently.
The
Who
segment
wants
that
to
Ian
start
was
this
born
off?
for.
No. You, I'll let someone else go first on this one. That's fine.
All right. Bruce,
Well, I mean, it
what have
depends
you
what
been
it is
playing
because we're
recently?
gonna talk about what we talked. We started to discuss a game before we hit record on the
Yeah.
show, and then I said, "Let's pipe down the conversation because I want to talk about this with you guys." Xander, you said
Yeah.
you never played The Witcher 3.
I
but
know nothing
all three
about
of the rest
Witcher.
of us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so you guys will have a
So-
lot to say, but
For context, I started my Witcher journey with the Netflix show. Fell in love with the Netflix show. It's still top one of the all-time shows for me, and that Ian already loved the Witcher games. He already plays them all the time. So I finally sat down after watching the first 3 seasons of Witcher. I sat down and I played. I gave it 12 hours, which is a healthy amount of time to give any game. I want to know what you guys think about it first before I chime in with my thoughts.
Oh, should
I think
this is all on you guys. I have.
it is one of my
anything
favorite
to
games.
contribute
It's
to.
not like top 10, but I'm replaying it now actually, and that was going to be part of the thing. I am replaying the game. It
Nice.
is one of the things I just started doing, and I'm having a blast. I'm playing on a harder difficulty. I'm doing a couple, not like a challenge, but like restricting, cheesing certain things. I'm having a blast. It's a very great story-driven game. Even the side quests, CD Projekt Red knows how to make a game where everything you do, even if it's not part of the main story, feels like it's important for the character that you are and the world that you're in. And I really appreciate that.
So I have an interesting background with this game where I bought like the Game of the Year edition randomly towards the end of 2019. I played it nonstop until I bought it in November. I played it almost nonstop until February. Decided I've done so much shit in the game. I'm gonna take a break. I ended up taking like a 3-year break. And then I picked it up again and finished it. I have a thing with open world games where I have an unfortunate tendency to just try and do everything as much as I can, except for Gwent because I didn't care.
Same.
Gwent, I suck at it. I'm so bad at it.
But
I'm with you, Bruce. I fucking love massive open world
Yeah.
games like that.
But I mean, I went into it, and it's just really good once the story kicks in. The problem I had was that because I took a 3-year break, I was like, wait a minute, what's going on?
That's fair. Yeah.
But it was good. The one thing I noticed is that they tell you what level you should be basically at before you can go do certain quests. And there's one that's like the giant something. It says you have to be level 35. And I was almost at the end of the game. I was at level 27. I went over there and I fucking cheesed it, and it was fine.
Nice. Nice. My experience with The Witcher 3 is, again, massive Witcher fan from the show, and I own all the books. I haven't cracked them open yet. I intend to when I have more spare time. Again, books take a long time for me. So I'm like, hell yeah, I'm going to experience more Witcher content. You know, I'm big into this world. Let's do it. and I gave the game 12 hours over like 2 or 3 days. Like I dedicated basically all my free time over the course of a few days just to The Witcher 3. And I'm not gonna say I didn't like it. I'm just gonna say I was a little disappointed because I'm into the kind of game that's like a massive open world, third person, magic, superpowers, like something immersive that throw me in. And The Witcher 3 is like designed to be that. But you know, my style of game is more like the Batman Arkham games. The Shadow of War is like one of my biggest games. And what's funny is Witcher 3 reminded me a lot of Shadow of War. And I'm playing this game and I'm like, wow, there's so much shit to do. And so many avenues, like Bruce said, like a lot of side quests and stuff. What I didn't like and what eventually turned me off of the game is that, oh, there's this group of monsters. Okay, I'm ready to fight them. Oh, no. You gotta use this potion this way. Oh, I don't have that potion. How do I get it? Oh, you gotta go get 17 tree logs and then kill one herpeter and then get the blood from this to put into that to make your sword. Oh, how do I do that? You gotta go back to the forge, and you only get to the forge to do the side quest of it. There's a lot of like prerequisites, whereas like in the games that I like to do, yeah, you should be level 35, but like if I'm level 27 and I cheese it, I can do it. However, I always have the opportunity to potentially like just play through and beat it. Like I will having to go on a bunch of like quests for things to make my things good enough to be the things that are the things that I need to beat that thing is kind of frustrating for me. So I didn't enjoy that aspect.
I will say if you can pick up like a couple of basics, there's a couple of basic strategies you can learn where you don't have to do all the detailed bullshit if you don't want to.
Yeah.
As long
there is ways to power through it. It's just the detail-oriented stuff, which I actually do like because it makes you feel like you're the Witcher, like the monster hunter. You get to look through the bestiary and go, all right, it's going to be weak against this. I can do this. I can do this to give myself an easier time. I can use this one of my signs. And it's not fully necessary, but it immerses me more in that world than if I was just brute forcing through it.
Yeah, I don't. You know? Yeah, I basically what I did is I basically learned my signs, would upgrade those as I went. Well, I basically alternate between my signs, my swords, and my bombs, and I basically would make strategies for dealing with different monsters.
Yeah.
Can I just say I was in love with Ard and Igni. Mostly Ard. It's everyone's favorite. It's just a force push. Get the fuck out of here. I'm busy. Even if I don't know what to do, like if I'm like stuttering and I'm fighting a specific monster, I'll just be like, Ard, give me a second. I gotta work on my gear inventory.
I like is Axie the fire one? That one's fun.
No, Igni's the fire one. Axie
fire,
is the mind manipulation.
Yeah, Axie's confused.
Which is actually one of my favorites.
Igni's great because I love just burning things. But I remember when you finally get to the point of the game where it opens up into the bigger area for the first time. The first monster hut I ran into, I didn't even notice the level suggestion. It was a fucking werewolf and it kicked my ass.
Yeah, no, the game is incredibly good at getting that immersion in there. Maybe to a fault, like you were saying, where if you feel like you need to do those things, but it's not fully necessary. It just helps.
I have mixed feelings on starting Red Dead 2 for the same reason.
Red Dead 2 is just incredible.
It's so fun. It looks so fun to play, and I can't wait. But like if you don't brush your horse, it'll just die. Like there's things
it doesn't
in there,
die.
Like, I don't care.
It just makes it go a little slower. Just brush it.
Yeah,
it takes like 2 seconds.
I've started Red Dead 2, but I always kind of just fall out of it and never pick it back up because I'm also bad about not finishing games.
My thing. So you said Red Dead 2. Remember when I was like, "Oh, Witcher's not like a top 10 game of all time?" Yeah, Red Dead 2 is one of the top 5 probably. Maybe it's like somewhere between 5 and 10.
I have the game down. I just got to crack it open.
Incredible! It's so much fun.
It's just calling out to me like the Green Goblin mask right now.
I have so many games. Like, for context, I actually have, I don't know how many Witcher games there are, but I have the first 2 Witcher games on Steam, and then somewhere in there I have a PS4 copy of The Witcher 3. So I don't even know which one I would start with, but I have so many games in my backlog.
You can
I have
start
the Red
with
Dead games in my backlog.
You can start with 3 because it's the most fun to play.
You can.
Yeah, I would recommend starting with 3.
1 and 2 are both excellent stories. It's just the combat is very clunky.
Yeah, you can. And three gives you everything you need to know. Right,
yes.
In terms of story, right at the beginning, and that's helpful because the games are like quasi sequels to the books. It's weird.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, that was
sounds
always
like,
weird to me because like the Netflix show is going the course of the books in a really funny way. Like the order they're doing it in order, but they're doing like half a book here, the whole book in these episodes, and short stories for a whole season. It's a whole thing. It is technically in order, but the show is going to end at the end of the last Witcher book, chronologically anyway.
Oh.
Hypothetically, if they want to, they can just keep going with the story of the games, or just make up a new story. But I think they're just ending it to end it, which makes more sense for what it is.
So, did the games come out first or the books?
The books.
The books.
The books go back to the 90s, I think.
Yeah, they're super
Roughly,
old.
yeah.
Yeah, they were published.
And which order they came out in depends on what country you live in.
Oh, nice. That's funny. All right. Well, besides The Witcher, has anyone been playing any other games?
Shadow of War.
I can lead on this one. I actually bought a new game this year.
Hey, what'd you get?
As we have talked about in previous episodes of this, I'm a massive Silent Hill mark. So I bought the new one that came out in September, Silent Hill F, which is a pretty big departure from what the other games have done. This one is set in 1960s Japan.
Oh, that's cool.
In this village, and the combat is interesting because I've never played a Souls game, but it's always getting compared to that, and it's very weird and hinky. But you can, but I acclimated to it eventually, and I'm like, okay, I don't have to fucking fight everything. The storyline's really interesting. The problem with the game is that in order to get the full story, you have to play it through like 4 times. And
Wow.
And unfortunately, I played through my second time. It was a complete waste of a playthrough almost, because there's one thing you can do that will fuck you up and lock you into a bad ending. Because the first playthrough, you are locked into this one ending. There's nothing you can do. And the second playthrough, there's these sub goals you can meet, blah blah blah. But there's this one thing that will fuck you over. One of the most common healing items in the game are these red and white pills. If you take them, it symbolizes something that is going on with the character, and you are fucked. And I took one on accident. I took one on accident, I think, early on. And I get to the ending of the game, and I'm like, but wait a minute, I did everything I was supposed to do. Shit. So I've taken a break from it. But
Damn.
it's really enjoyable. It gets fucking insane and disturbing, too. Like,
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah. To chime in my part here, The Witcher 3 made me want to play Shadow of War again. It is the sequel to Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor, and for those unfamiliar with the concept, it takes place between the 2 Peter Jackson trilogies. It's in the same continuity as the movies, so you see visuals and characters from those movies. And you play as Talion, who is a normal human whose spirit gets bound to Celebrimbor, who's the guy who made the rings and got tricked by Sauron. And so every time he dies in game, like if you die to a character, you come back as the Gravewalker again. You get brought back, and then that guy is your nemesis, and you have to go hunt him down, and he'll remember the encounter you just had where he killed you. And you can, if you died because you weren't strong enough, you can do other side quests, build yourself up, and go beat him, and it's like a whole story thing. Like, the story kind of writes itself. It's different for every player for that reason, and I love the concept. What this is it's a Nemesis system, and actually the studio copyrighted the Nemesis system for this game, these 2 games. Well, it's not boo if they use it. They just went bankrupt and shut down.
Boo, because
So,
you
super
shouldn't
boo.
be able to copyright a game mechanic.
And if you do copyright it, if your company goes under and Warner shuts you down, which is what happened, then make it fair use, or the thing gets transferred to the next person. They can do things with it because it's such a cool idea for a system.
isn't it
I'm not against it being copyrighted. I'm against it being not used anymore.
Isn't it the developer that made Arkham Origins? I think it is.
You know what? You might be right. I'm not looking that up right now. Yeah, you might be right about that.
Low key, the underrated Arkham game.
I'm not enjoying it.
I don't know. That one's not my favorite either.
But Shadow of War is such an addicting game. It's the kind of game that, like, I've got over 200 hours in there. I can never stop playing it. Like, it's even after the story's beaten and stuff like that, there's always, like, you can conquer other people's online castles. You can let them try and conquer yours, which is super fun. And there's always new orcs, so they keep generating new orcs with, like, different names, titles, stats, whatever clans they're from and stuff like that. So if you want to, like, hunt certain orcs down, you can put them all together. There's 5 regions that you can assign an overlord to, which is like an orc that's under your mind control because you're wearing one of the One Rings. And There's if an orc were to kill, if you're gonna kill an orc, but an orc kills you instead to save that orc, they become whatever their name is, the Avenger. Their title changes. So I have hunted those down and taken over those orcs and made them overlords. So now all 5 regions are headed by the Avengers, and I'm very proud of myself. So I think that's just a cool thing to do. So yeah,
That's cool. That's cool. What about you, Ian? What you been playing up to?
So I just started to play through Witcher 3. I've been playing a lot of Balatro, the poker card game. I don't know if you guys know anything about Balatro, but
I've heard of
it. Oh, it's so
I haven't
fun.
played it, but I know a lot about Balatro.
Yeah. I mean, you get jokers that influence your stats where they can buff certain card types, they can change certain card types, you get extra chips and multipliers, and you have to... It's like a poker roguelike, essentially. It's very fun. I'm a big roguelike guy. And most of my recent game time has been going to Pokemon Legends ZA because I am a big Pokemon person. Like, so much. I have played over 100 hours already, and the game's been out for not that long.
Yeah, I think it's only been out since October.
Mm-hmm. Like
So
halfway through, roughly.
How far are you? Did you finish the story of ZA? 'Cause
Oh,
I haven't
absolutely.
finished
I have
it.
I've finished the story. I've done every side quest but one. I've gotten an entire living dex, and I've just been going through it basically, shiny hunting, having fun, just doing silly stuff.
I love ZA. That's the game I've been playing. I've been playing a lot of Fortnite and Skate 4 lately, but I've also
Skate
been
4 is
playing
good.
ZA. Yeah, I like
Yeah.
Skate 4. It's pretty fun.
I did a little bit when Skate 4 launched. I played a little bit with some friends. It's pretty fun.
Nice. I've been mostly just playing it by myself, just because like no one really wants to play with me. But I've had fun with it. I did all the Halloween quests to get the Halloween stuff and things like that. So I don't know. I've seen like a lot of people in the skate community hate it because of every change, but I've never played a skate game before, so I was having a good time.
The people who are mad at it are like, "Oh, it's too goofy." It's like, you played Skate 3, right? Skate 3 is goofy. It's fun. The big change from 3 to 4 that I don't like is that they took out. There was this mechanic in 3 that when you fell and like hurt yourself, you would rack up like a hospital bill. Basically, that was like my favorite mechanic in those games. Me and my brother used to like launch ourselves off of things and try to rack up like the biggest list of injuries and whatnot. And that was like my favorite part of that game, and they took it out. That's the only part I don't like. Yeah, it was fun.
That's
So
funny. Yeah, no, and then Fortnite did like Simpsons stuff, so I've been playing that. But ZA, I'm so glad that you play ZA because I've been wanting to talk about. I haven't beaten it yet. I've just finished the part where you have to fight 3 of the first Mega Evolutions or whatever.
Okay, yeah.
And where Lysander shows up, and I was like, "Holy shit, Lysander lives!" I had no
Yeah.
idea. That was shocking to me.
No, incredible.
Spoilers for
Yeah.
anyone who's played it, but yeah. I'm having a blast with the game. I think it's so fucking fun. I loved Legends Arceus. That was one of my favorite Switch games. So and I'm playing this game on Switch 1. I think it runs just fine. What were you gonna say, Ian?
I have a Switch 2. I played on the Switch 2 and knew it's ran very well. So I know you haven't finished the game yet, but can I have a preliminary? Which one do you think's better, Arceus or this game?
Ooh. It's tough. I like this game's world and everything, and I think it's just cool to be in the modern day and like see everything. And the Pokeball mechanic, where like when you miss Pokeballs, like you'll get them back. There's really nothing like to worry about and stuff. This seems a lot easier to catch the Pokemon. Like I've legitimately gone like I was doing it with Arceus, but I've legitimately gone on my way to finish every wild area. Since I've started the game while I'm playing it. And so it's been a lot easier to do that. Like a lot of things seem straightforward. But I do think that the Pokemon bosses mechanic is more fun in Arceus than in Legends. Because in Legends,
I have the exact.
You're just kind of like, you feel the opposite way.
I feel the opposite. I think this game's better, just in general. There's one thing I like the vibe of Arceus more. I like that like feudal vibe. I like the art style a lot. I like that painted, almost like mosaic kind of vibe from it. Not mosaic's not the right word, but like when you look up at the sky, it kind of looks like a painted vibe. I like that more,
I get what you mean, yeah.
but I like the combat in this game infinitely more. I don't like the combat in Arceus very much. I think the story is a little bit better, even though the story in Arceus, it's not bad. It's just I think this story is more tight knit and like they've really figured it out right now. And I think the boss battles in Arceus, it felt more like rolling, stopping than it didn't feel like Pokemon, and it feels more like Pokemon in this one. You know what I mean?
I think that's why I liked it in Arceus, because I was doing more like I know it wasn't like a usual kind of Pokemon battle, but like in the thing with Legends ZA or with ZA, it's just like I'm just sort of like running around and then having my Pokemon constantly use moves, but I'm not really doing anything beyond that. Whereas like Arceus, I was like, okay, I'm juking and jiving and stuff like that.
That's fair. Yeah.
And so it just kind of makes more sense. I don't feel like I'm very much in control of the battle, if that makes sense with ZA. Like,
I understand that.
It's kind of like, yeah. But the actual fighting, like, I fucking love the whole. It turns night. You're running around and stuff. I do think sometimes it's bullshit because there's a lot of times where like the trainer will spot me and I'm like, well, no. I was literally just about to hit you.
Yep.
So that. But I think the battling is really fun in that. I love that, like, you're walking around, you're running around the city, you're getting the little coins and stuff, and I like that it's timed because it makes me like kind of like rush and like try to do things as fast as possible. Which I just love. I think that's great.
No, I think the game is wonderful. I think they did a really good job. Really excited for the 10th when the DLCs come out or the DLC comes out, and because they have they have like a roguelike element to it, and like I said, I'm a sucker for a roguelike. So
I have been really liking roguelikes a lot more these days because I just get so busy. So it's nice to play a game that I don't have like roguelikes are cool because it's like you don't have a lot of like deep investments. Like, okay,
you just go through, have fun, play the game. It's different every time too. So if you
a lot of the new Mega Evolutions are kind of weak in my opinion.
I think a lot of them, the funny ones, I like the funny ones because they make me laugh. And there's a couple of really cool ones. There's only like one or two that I'm not really a fan of.
I mean, okay, the funny ones are like funny. I get that, but it's like I don't know, something's missing. A lot of them feel like they just like kind of like threw a bunch of stuff, like Mega Meganium. Like I like it, but it's also
I like it a lot.
You just threw a bunch of flowers, but
no, it's like I like it. It's like a flourishing fauna. Yeah. You know, like to me it makes the logistics sense. So I'm not gonna be that. Yeah.
I mean, it's one of the better ones, but like Mega Dragonite, I'm like, what the fuck is
it's
this
fine.
thing?
I like it. It's silly, but it's not bad.
I mean, even regular Dragonite is silly looking.
He's a goofy guy.
I like regular Dragonite. Regular Dragonite's fun.
I like him. It's just funny that you look at the other two and they become this dude.
But really, the weirdest thing is just that, like, because I don't know, I feel like Mega is just like, they were so down pat with the designs when they first came out with them. And this is the same way I feel like with walking Pokemon, because I love that Pokemon can walk with you now compared to ZA, but it's still, for some reason, they got it right in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, and for some reason they just refuse to get it right in any other game. And this is the first game where it's like felt closer to Let's Go Pikachu, and it just feels like there's only some Pokemon that will walk like my Beedrill will walk straight with me all the time. Like I've never, but like frickin' any of my other Pokemon, they're just like all the way over there. I'm like, what's going on? Come on, let's get the hell over here. And it's just frustrating because it feels like walking with Pokemon Mega Evolutions, it's the same thing where it's like Game Freak's like, okay, fine, we'll put it back, but we're not going to put as much effort into it as we did the very first time, like in Soul Silver or X and Y and stuff, which I think is just kind of frustrating, but whatever.
No, that's valid.
This is a funny conversation for me because I haven't religiously played Pokemon since like Gen 2.
Oh wow!
And then I also picked up the Gen 2 remake. So I had all the Gen 2s as a kid, and then later I got Soul Silver. The problem with Soul Silver is that they didn't fix one of the biggest problems with Gen 2, which is that the level scaling is ass.
It's so bad. Yeah.
I love Gen 2; it's my favorite. But my God, they should have done more.
the level scaling is awful, but I just think Johto is like one of the best.
I love Johto.
Just it's so much fun to travel around, and Soul Silver added so many things with the Pokeathlon and the walking with Pokemon, and there's just so much you can do in that game.
And I remember, although
Yeah, I agree.
I'm a little mixed on some of the things they changed, just because I remember having like a real like reaction to the original Gen 2 games when you go back to Kanto and like, oh, Viridian Forest is just fucking gone, and like Cinnabar Island got volcanoed. I'm like, oh, I know it's because for
Yeah.
technical reasons, but that's actually really sad. And then they changed that for the remake, and I'm like, oh.
Well, Cinnabar is still destroyed.
Cinnabar
it
is
is?
still
Oh,
gone.
it
Added
is.
back in Viridian City or Viridian Forest, which was
Yep.
cool that they put that back in.
Yeah.
I remember,
I love Soul
I
Silver.
remember going from Gen 1 to Gen 2 and having my mind blown that they had day-night changes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
my
actually,
first game was-
oh, go ahead.
Oh no, you go on.
Oh no, I just remember before Gen 2 came out here, I actually had like I went to like I think it was called EB Games at the time. They had a strategy guide for Gen 2 that was of the Japanese edition and had all the Japanese names in it.
Whoa.
And I
Yeah, because that game released first there.
Yeah, I
It's
just-
not a universal release like they are now.
yeah, I just wish I could find what that specific volume was called so I could find it again, because that was such a weird item.
Yeah.
I remember the thing that
Yeah.
sticks out to me specifically is that Heracross's name in Japanese is just Hercules. They
It's a
made
Hercules beetle. Yeah.
they called him Hercules, and they made it weirder for the English version. I thought it would have been the other way around.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, Heracross is a sick fucking name in my opinion.
Oh, for sure.
But yeah, my first game was Ruby, and so I had never played a Kanto game until Soul Silver. But obviously, I'm a kid. I'm watching the anime and stuff. Ash Ketchum, Kanto, and so when we all found out, we went back. You go to Kanto, I was like, "Holy shit, Ash Ketchum!" kind of thing. So
Yeah.
there's all that stuff. But yeah, Soul Silver is my favorite game of all time, and Ruby is my favorite Pokemon game of all time. But honestly, I think either Legends or Arceus or ZA might usurp that as my favorite.
But
Pokemon game.
and everyone,
ZA is
I think
awesome.
everyone who's been to Gen 2 trenches can either version. We can all agree. Fuck that Miltank.
No, real.
I remember having a bad time with it the first time, but I
God damn
remember
it.
more having a bad time with Morty. That Morty was
The other one,
It's just tough, yeah.
the other one I have trouble with is Claire, because no matter what strategy I use, I'm always fucking underleveled by the time I get to that 8th gym.
Yeah.
This more so only pertains to Red and Soul Silver, but I still think Red is the strongest Pokemon trainer. Everyone talks about how Cynthia was a bad time, but I'm like, Cynthia's hard, but Red, oh my
It's
god,
hard, but
even
you're
with
prepped. Yeah.
I got to
Yeah.
Red in Pokemon Crystal back in the day, and I never actually beat him.
See, with Cynthia, I'm prepped and like it's a hard fight, but I'm able to get through it. With Red,
Yeah, you're prepped.
I have had a full out like ready team EV trained and everything, and I still have a challenge with Red and Soul Silver. That guy is legitimately the hardest challenge.
I'd have goddamn legendaries in my party, and I usually was pretty good at catching Entei, and like I'd still get fucked.
Yeah, no, it's one of the hardest battles ever. But I love that battle too. It's a great one. But yeah, I think that's. I don't know. Did you want to talk about anything more about ZA, Ian?
No. I've just been having a really good time. I think I'm happy that they spent their time and like waited for development. They didn't rush it. They weren't like, oh, we need to get a game out in 2 years or else we're gonna lose all our money. Like, what are you, fucking stupid? It's Pokemon. You've made $2 billion. Shut up.
You probably made more than that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, I've really been enjoying the game, and I'm liking where the story is going. It's not. I don't know. I've always liked Pokemon stories. I've never been a big, huge curmudgeon. But this is definitely a really cool story. So,
I'd go see a Detective Pikachu sequel if they made it.
Yeah.
there is a detective one. I need to play it.
They should do a sequel to the movie.
Oh yeah.
It does. I mean, 3 Sonic movies, only 1 Pokemon movie. That's not fair.
No, brutal. Jake really loves all the Sonic movies too. I'm sure he wants to see another Pokemon movie.
It's funny, they know that's not true, so you can't even pull that on them. They know
We've
me too
had
well,
plenty discussions on. We've had sort of small discussions on the Sonic movies. I love.
We have not
the
done a
Sonic
dedicated
films.
show on it, which is probably a future show. we need to do.
I mean, your
Eventually,
favorite,
yeah.
your favorite guy from Renfield plays Sonic.
I think, he does a great job as Sonic.
He doesn't- I think he has the voice down. He just needs to be better.
Yeah, I agree, but yeah, no, Sonic 3 is awesome.
Well, I mean, they need
but
to look.
yeah,
they need to look to. They need to look to the template game, Sonic 06. That's got a story.
Oh no.
Hey, the Shadow story in that is actually really good.
Do you remember the popcorn for you? With Jiffy Pop and Jiffy Pop were so much fun to do. Pop, pop, Jiffy Pop, a microwave popcorn can. Pop, pop, Jiffy tastes as good as it did back then.
If you thought no microwave popcorn could taste as good as the stovetop Jiffy Pop you loved as a kid, try microwave Jiffy Pop.
Pop, pop, Jiffy Pop, a microwave popcorn can. Tastes as good as it did back then.
Do we have any popcorn buckets of note, Jake? That either of us
I
have recently
will
gotten?
nominate my popcorn bucket of note. It is, well, it's shrouded in darkness because the case isn't on, because we don't, this is an audio medium, who cares? But I have the Tron Ares bucket, which is the
Why?
light cycle.
Okay.
Because it's so cool. It's like one of the biggest, but here, I'll grab it.
He said, "Nah, I don't need to grab it. All right, I'm grabbing it."
I saw the fucking light cycle and I was like, I bet you Jake's gonna buy it.
I think the funniest popcorn bucket is the Frankenstein one because it's just a generic ass Halloween skull.
Oh yeah.
It's too complicated to grab and behind too many things right now, but just imagine a really cool bucket, and that's what it is. It's
It's-
the light cycle.
it's
It's
just-
actually the poster of Tron Ares where it's driving up the side of the building. I wanted to put the popcorn bucket on the side of the display case driving up to
Okay.
match the poster. I thought that'd be so cool.
Okay, since we're talking about the popcorn bucket, I have to ask: did any of us actually watch that movie?
No,
Oh, yeah,
I was
no.
in Brazil. I have an excuse.
No, I went to see. What did I go see that week? I don't remember.
I didn't want to see it because it looked like ass.
I wanted to see it. I'd probably want to binge the other two Trons first because I haven't seen them in a long
I
time.
figured it was a good wait for streaming movie because I find Tron to be the most okay franchise. Not exceptional, just okay.
Really?
To completely counter you, I totally wanted to see that on like an IMAX screen with the Nine Inch Nails soundtrack and the visuals. That's how I wanted to see it. But because I
That's
couldn't,
how I
I got here
watched
too
it.
late. Because I got here too late, I was like 2 or 3 weeks after it's out, which means that it's bombed and it's not an IMAX anymore. Then I could only see it in a shit screen, so I didn't want to.
I'm saving my Jared Leto money for Masters of the Universe next year.
Oh my god! Another
It's
franchise-
also going to be ass. Hold
another
on.
franchise that he can save.
I did get to watch it in IMAX with the sound scale, and I mean it looked cool, but yeah, it's just not the same. But I don't know. I feel like Tron story. Like I don't know how people feel about the first Tron movie. I think it's a fun time.
I liked
It's
it.
fine. It's fine, but it is fun. Yeah.
I have a story about that movie. I liked that movie as a kid.
Okay.
I had the DVD. It was like this big, thick 2-disc edition that Disney released. And I watched it a bunch of times, and then the DVD developed this weird glitch where the screen was covered in green dots.
Whoa.
That's strange.
That is strange.
I had never seen original Tron from childhood, so I watched Legacy and then watched original Tron, and this is like 10 years ago or more. I don't even know. I could barely remember those movies, but I could tell you, I loved Tron Legacy. I thought that was really, really cool. And then as the years have gone on, I've kind of looked back on it and like, yeah, no, I really just like the visuals and the soundtrack. The Daft Punk soundtrack was amazing.
So good.
But the movie itself, I don't know, it's just kind of like a whatever story. And it sounds like every critic is saying the same thing about Tron Ares. So I'm like, oh, I'm in for the same time again. Got it. So
You see, I have this theory about Tron movies. You either get them or you don't, and it's not you get the series or you don't. It's you get the movies. Because I like Tron, love Legacy, didn't like Ares, and I have friends who love Legacy and don't give a damn about the first Tron. And I'm just like, there's a lot of people who do like the original Tron. So I'm like, there's just some people who will get it and some people who don't, and there's no in between.
I was kind of surprised, and again, I haven't seen Ares, but I'm surprised that they did not bring Garrett Hedlund back or Olivia Wilde. Why not? They brought Jeff Bridges back in all of them. He's worth bringing back.
And
but
he
not the main guy from of the one.
he fucking died in Legacy.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what was going on there.
I mean, no one is ever truly gone, I guess.
Yeah,
Just
that's
reboot
true.
them in the context of the Tron.
I just
Blow them
remember
up again.
I remember seeing Legacy in theaters and being kind of, I didn't hate it, but I was kind of whelmed by it. It was like fine.
I enjoy it as like a roller coaster, like a fun time. Like I went to Universal and they had the Tron Light Cycle race. I'm like, damn, this is just the movie, but it's in real life. It's just a fun experience and a ride, and you just have a great time. You know, it's as a movie, I don't know. It just doesn't. None of them have really hit it for me. And again, I've only seen 2/3 of them, so whatever.
And it seems like
As
the one
for
that you've
pop-
missed out on isn't good.
Yeah, something tells me
You're not missing much.
something tells me Ares isn't going to win you over suddenly.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, as for popcorn buckets, AMC was doing a thing for October where they were selling Universal Monster kid popcorn buckets, and you could choose a little plushie to go along with it. So
Oh hell
I,
yeah.
of course,
I
got the
totally missed
Wolfman
this.
one. And then Back to the Future was doing a popcorn bucket, but I got the little cup, which was cool. It was like a.
Was it the
basically
DeLorean?
They had a DeLorean popcorn bucket, but I just got the cup, which is basically like you're in the seat of the DeLorean. It has like cool holographicness. So that was a cool one to grab.
That is pretty cool.
And I think that's all from my popcorn bucket haul.
They should do one of the train machine from the third one.
Oh, not the stupid train machine, which is awesome because it's a train that takes you back in time. But the third movie is not as good.
I prefer it to
I don't
two.
like the third movie. It's alright.
Remember, Harry, it's Marion's first holiday turkey, not a word if it's dry.
It's her first turkey.
It won't be juicy.
What they don't know is Marion's first turkey is America's first turkey, Butterball. It's always juicy because it's specially deep basted, so every slice is moist and tender.
Juicy turkey, Marion.
I knew it would be.
After all, it's Butterball, also available fresh.
We're Beatrice.
All right, moving on to movies we've seen recently. We have a lot to go through here because we missed October, but
There
let's
was
see.
not
Well,
a-
this one isn't a new. What?
There wasn't a lot of note coming out in October.
There wasn't a lot, but I just mean like there's kind of a bit of a catch up because, well, for me, what I did, which I haven't done in a long time, was that I tried to watch a movie for every single day of October, and it sort of failed towards the end, but I got to it. But anyways, one of the films I watched was because we had been doing all the Universal Monster stuff. I was like, well, let me watch the movie the Metaluna Mutants are from, and that was This Island Earth, and wow, that was a mid movie. It really is not.
It's not
There's
great.
not much there.
I need
I
to.
remember watching it like of my own volition because it wasn't part of the Monsterthon series, and I think I had the same problem as you, Xander, where like you go in expecting the Metaluna Mutant to be any part of that movie, and it's literally like a throwaway moment towards the end, which isn't really important or relevant. The whole movie itself is like, from memory, crazy boring. Like it's like an alien
Oh, yeah.
invasion, but like they're barely trying to invade. It's just terrible.
I need to revisit it because I haven't seen it in a long time. In fact, I'm gonna be straightforward with you. I think the only reason people think of it as a Universal Monster is because they added the Metaluna Mutant to the action figures in the 90s.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think that's
that's
really
it.
it.
That's the only reason.
I mean, I got
And
it. It's
like,
a cool
monster.
what other-
It's a cool figure.
Yeah,
it looks
no,
cool.
I have
It's
the
neat.
NECA. It's a sick NECA.
I got the 90s
but,
one in a
yeah,
box
I mean,
in the other room.
hell
That's
yeah.
pretty cool.
Okay, did anyone see Dead of Winter?
I did not.
Or even hear about that?
not.
You trying to turn me?
I liked it. It was
Trying to turn me into Batman over here.
Dead of Winter is pretty good. I think it's worth watching. It's a movie that's gonna get slept on, but I really enjoyed it. Lead actress was Emma Thompson. So
Oh, she's great.
yeah,
She is great.
yeah, she It's great. The Smashing Machine, the Dwayne.
Yes.
I saw it.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson movie. Wow, this was a great film. I really enjoyed it, and honestly, I was shocked because I know that I'm pretty sure it's The Rock and Vin Diesel who both have clauses in their contract that state any character they play can't lose. So that was very, very interesting to me. That I was like, I wonder, what's gonna happen. And he loses in that movie, and I was like, wow,
All the time, yeah.
okay, I
really think that this is like The Rock trying to challenge himself. It's easily like first of all, it's easily the best Rock performance. It's not a run of the mill action.
100%.
And it's also the one where he's like trying to be like an actual like Oscar caliber actor. I'm not saying he should be nominated, but like
I think
this is the closest he could ever come so far.
I don't know if it's nomination worthy, but I
wouldn't mind if it is.
I would be up for him getting a nomination. I think him and Emily Blunt are both really good in it. That's the main quality of the movie. Specifically, that scene in the third act where that's set to Springsteen's Jungle Land, where she just goes nuts.
Yeah.
Dude, it's crazy.
Emily Blunt was really great in this, and Rock.
Emily Blunt was a very realistic character. Like I feel like I know people like her.
Yeah, they both. I don't know. They both did a really good job, and I know a lot of people were saying "Oh, this is just Oscar bait." And my whole thing going in, I was like, I don't care. I just really want to see some really good acting. I just want to see a really good movie. I just want to see The Rock actually fucking act for once.
I agree. Both are true. It's Oscar bait, but it's also pretty good.
Yeah, there's two categories of Oscar
bait.
It's bad
The only thing
and
I
good.
want out of this is The Rock doing more serious roles. That's really all I want because I really enjoyed it.
He's had his time as like the next Arnold Schwarzenegger. Now try and be a little more of a DiCaprio. Throw yourself in there a little more. Challenge yourself.
You have the range. You can clearly do it, man.
Yeah, he's proven that here. Yeah.
Did anyone see Good Boy?
I did not.
No. I happily did not.
No.
You happily did not? What do you mean?
Isn't that the dog movie? Hold on.
Yeah,
it's the one about a horror movie from the perspective of a dog.
2025 Leonberg film. Hold on.
Yeah, it's the one where it's the horror movie from the perspective of a dog. I actually think that sounds really fucking interesting.
It was a fun time. I liked it.
I think I'm confusing it for a comedy with a dog, not a horror film with a dog.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. There's an old crappy kids movie called Good Boy where the plot of it is that dogs are aliens who invaded a long time ago.
Oh my god, that is the third film.
The third film.
So Good Boy is not that. Good Boy is basically it's a horror movie. It's like a horror movie, like ghost horror movie from perspective of the dog, and only from the perspective of the dog. And it's I don't know. It's really interesting how it goes. There's kind of an after bit after the film where the director talked about how they did the film and stuff like that. And it took them I think 2 or 3 years or 5 to film the whole film. And it was just his own dog, and it was indie and everything, and I don't know. Substance-wise, there isn't much there because of just the fact that it's for the respect of the dog, but just for the fact of what the film is, what knowing that this wasn't made by a lot of people, it's just made by a husband and wife and their dog. It's just it's an interesting thing to see, and I liked it. I thought it was great.
Yeah, I love a good concept film, so I might end up checking that out at some point.
Yeah.
There's nothing better than a film with an absolutely wacky concept. Even if it doesn't hit, you're I respect it for what it is. Hardcore Henry, the concept of a first-person action movie that's really cool. Is it great? No. Is it cool and fun? Yeah. So you always have that factor to it, basically, which is nice.
So yeah, and if you're a dog lover or a dog owner, it'll hit you.
Don't know anything about that. Can't relate.
Let's see, Roof Man. Did anyone see Roof Man?
No.
Yes.
I missed it.
Yes. So my
It
wife
was so
is really
good.
big into movies based on true events and TV shows based on true events. She likes usually the horror leaning. You know, she likes Dahmer on Netflix is her favorite fucking thing. But I was like, yo, this is a comedy, but it's based on true story. Those are kind of rare. So we watched it, and this movie, it is a comedy. It is absolutely a comedy, but like, damn, it is heartfelt. Like, it really leans into the emotion, especially by the end of it. And it's like, damn, you kind of feel for this guy. And I love how they told the story, and it's a real story, and they stuck to the real plot points and the actual events, but the movie gave a reason why he gets caught, and it's all character based, and it's just so interesting the way they did it.
I loved it. It is the most, I think you'll agree with me, Jake, this is the most slice of life realistic movie, just in terms of like just why it's really much like all the way the characters act, the way the movie is kind of thing. It's very down to earth, realistic dialogue, stuff like that. Nothing really feels like it's really like made much up for Hollywood. Like a lot of it's just like dialogue. It's like, oh yeah, I mean, like that's just, it's like you're watching like you're just peering into the real life of people. And I really like that. We don't rarely get a lot of slice of life movies like that are just the most real people. I don't even know how I'm describing that makes any sense to anyone.
No, it feels so relatable.
I'm picking up what you put it down.
Yeah, I get what
it
you
feels
mean.
like such a down to earth
And
type of movie.
yeah, exactly. And I like that. I think the only thing that I wish they hadn't left out, which would have made more sense, was that I guess, well, he was nice to like I guess his first wife, the one that like divorces him in the beginning. I guess he kind of wasn't so much abusive. He was just like, he yelled a lot and stuff. So I know why they took it out, just to make it more sympathetic.
Right.
But it was kind of like, knowing that made it a lot more sense why she was like, no, fuck you. I don't want anything to do if you know that you're in jail and stuff like that. It was like,
right, yeah, the movie
before,
definitely has,
yeah, because without that context, you're kind of like, okay, I get it, but all he was doing was just to provide for you. I don't understand the huge backlash.
Right, yeah. And it also informs his character in the movie, where he's just nice to a fault to everyone around him.
Yeah.
That kind of goes in the face of that if you keep that detail in there.
Yeah, so. But I mean, he was nice to the you know, the girl, the wife and her or the lady and her daughters. So I don't know, but either way, that was really great. And then it's so funny because the trailer is so misleading. It plays a lot up like it's a comedy. But that one scene in the trailer where it's like he's like open the bag so that the paint, the dummy paint money pops out, and it's like he opens it and it hits in his eyes, and it's like, oh, it's a funny moment in the trailer. They play that moment very realistically in the film. Like it's not a funny scene in the film. It's like very much like a, oh damn, this really
it's
sucks.
funny for like the first like 5 seconds, and then it very quickly, you're right, they play it right into, oh, look at all the damage he's causing, and that again, that informs his story where he's like, okay, I have to I'll call 911 even though I'm robbing this place right now. I'll help these people. You know, it's such a sad situation.
Yeah. And for the record, when I say that, I'm glad that it was realistic. I was like, this is
oh yeah,
nice
I loved it.
to see.
It's such a great movie.
Yeah. So great film. Channing Tatum did a great job. This could have, when I watched the trailer, I was like, I'm excited to see this, but in my head I was like, this could easily be a very divisive, look down upon film. But I'm glad that everyone I've talked to just has enjoyed it, which really
it's
makes
my
me happy.
10th favorite of the year right now. Right above Naked Gun, right below Companion. It is an amazing movie.
Naked Gun is so great.
Naked Gun is so great.
I love Naked Gun.
I didn't see it.
Oh, you would. It's so funny.
It's so good.
Dude. You shot my brother. It doesn't narrow it down very much.
So good.
He's white. Jimmy!
Jimmy! How's he been? He's dead. That's my favorite joke in that whole fucking film. Anyways, okay. We already talked about Tron Ares. Black Phone 2. Who watched it?
Didn't that just come out?
It just came out, yeah. Saw it. She likes the first one, so we watched.
The first one's okay.
First one's alright.
The first one's fine.
I enjoyed the first
This one's good. This one's good. I don't like all the retconning they did. I don't enjoy that normal guy Black Phone Killer Man also went to the exact same camp at the exact same time as the mother of the main character of the first movie. So it kind of undercuts that, like, the main character of the first movie won because he got all the information from the dead kids, from the ghosts, but now it's like a big prophecy. You were always fated to beat him because of this and that, and it's, I don't know. I didn't jive, like, storytelling-wise.
I'm gonna say I think you're interpreting it wrong. It didn't come off like that. It just felt like, okay, we wanted to make a sequel. Let's just build off from it. Like it felt less like that you were fated and more like it just happened to be circumstantial that it happened that way.
Yeah, but then that's like a massive coincidence. Like when Darth Vader built C-3PO. That's the kind of coincidence I'm talking about here.
Okay, but then you just go into the argument. Well, then the movie wouldn't happen. Like it's
no, you could totally write the movie without that aspect. It's totally not necessary.
I mean, okay, I feel like there's a difference between it's like that and more like, oh, you're actually his son, or you were best friends with his parents, or something like that. Like
he was best friends with his
kind of like
parents. Well, they weren't friends, I guess.
Wasn't
was there?
No, they weren't friends at all.
They weren't friends.
No, but I really enjoyed Black Phone 2. I was not expecting to like it at all because I loved the first movie, but I was like, this doesn't seem like a concept you could continue on. But no, it was. Yeah, I had a great time with it. I thought it was really well done. I gave it 4.5 stars. I don't know. There's that one line I love. There's some really cool lines in it, like that one line at the end where like she starts quoting the Bible and he goes, "Scripture." I was like, that's a Boehner line.
That's funny. I do like one thing they added to the lore of the first movie was that she didn't kill herself. She was the first victim. I like that. That was actually an interesting, like, because the first movie doesn't make it like vague. It pretty much says like, no, this is what tore the family apart. So it's not like it was like sequel baiting, but then that makes me not expect it when they do it. You know, that's like a wow. It's like a really pull the rug out from under
like
kind of moment.
It's not like it was any kind of like new concept, but it still got me. Like when she gets caught and like you're in the van, I was like, oh no. Like I felt like that feeling of like, oh no, fuck, that she's the first one. I was like, that it hurt. I was like, damn it. But I also like, I don't know, I like that scene. I like everything. There's
it's still
I like
great.
the way, I like the way the grabber interacts with them and stuff and talks to them.
I could have used more grabber. He's not really in the first half a whole lot. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. I saw the first.
I hope we didn't spoil it.
I saw the first one. I had a very strange relationship with it because remember that was a movie that got its release date pushed at like the last minute. It was supposed to come out like November 2021, and they played the fuck out of that trailer before every movie I saw.
Yeah.
And then they delayed it, and I'm like, oh fuck! But they didn't show the trailer as much, and so I thought the first movie was okay. I wasn't like running out to go see the sequel or anything.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see. Next films. Well, this isn't so much of anything, but I got two. This isn't a new film, but this is an interesting story given October. So they released Scream in theaters worldwide for AMC for a little bit on the 22nd of October, and my partner knew nothing about the Scream series. So he had nothing. He didn't even really know much about like the type of movie it would be or anything like that. He didn't know about the Drew Barrymore death or anything going on. So I was like,
dude,
perfect.
spoilers.
We'll go
The Clark Gable shows up.
And then the Wolfman walks in. No, I'm just kidding. And so I was like, perfect. We'll go in blind. You can see it in the theater. This is great. I'll be able to get the reaction. Because when I watched Scream for the first time, I already had the ending spoiled for me. Because I had spoiled it for myself years ago. Because when I was a kid, I didn't like horror movies. So I was like, I'm never going to watch Scream. Let me see what the top 10 most shocking twists in horror movies were. So I already had it like spoiled for me, but I still enjoyed it as a film. But he didn't, so I was like, oh, this is great. And he liked the movie, but interesting thing that I didn't even think of is that he did guess what the twist was going to be, And it was because Scream has become so integrated into cinema and horror cinema and stuff like that, that even if you don't know anything about the movie, it has just because of like how much of it's been ingrained and how much of an influence, you're already gonna be spoiled for yourself on it.
Yeah.
regardless,
Yeah.
Which I found an interesting concept overall.
Yeah, I think that
what are
first
you
Scream
guys'
movie's
thoughts?
the I've seen 1, 2, and 3, I believe, and that's the only one of them that I really like. I'm not a big slasher guy. I think
I'm not either.
once you the first movie of most of like the iconic ones are actually all really good. Basically, I'm like, okay, yeah.
That's also
It's-
true with Universal Monsters.
It's when you start learning more about them and when you have to start doing the best horror monsters are scary and mysterious, basically.
Yeah.
And as you learn more about them and as you go with them more, they get less and less interesting and impactful, I guess. Like I don't care about Jason after like the second one. Like I really don't care. It's fine. He's there. Jason X is funny because he like it's not good. I don't know. Like the more you go with them, they just get worse, basically. And I think Scream has followed that path where it's fine. You know, people like 5 and people apparently really like the new ones. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not interested, so I've stayed away. But the first one is good. It's a very good movie, and it makes sense that you were pointing out that it's getting a lot of the influence, and you can still figure it out based off of that because it is one of the more influential, like semi-recent ones. A lot of the ones from the '80s or more, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Do you? What about you, Bruce? Or
I like Scream.
Never seen a Scream.
Really?
Never once screamed
for
in my
me,
life.
I actually went through and watched all of them before 6 came out, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is mostly a pretty good series.
Yeah, I because I saw the trailer for 6 and I was like, you know what? I've never seen a Scream movie. Might as well go to the theater. And my friend Garrett was like, he loves the Scream series, and he was like, no, you gotta watch all of them. You have to. I was like, all right, fine. So I put on the first one just to do while I was doing laundry, just to have it on. And it sucked me in. I actually
it's really
I
good.
sat down and like fully watched it. And I was like, damn, okay. And I don't like slasher movies. I find them boring. I hate Halloween. Nightmare on Elm Street was alright. Wasn't a huge fan of Friday the 13th and stuff like that. So I was like, wow, yeah, I'm surprised that I actually enjoyed this. And then I was like, well, let me watch all the other them. I watched every single Scream movie in the time span of 12 hours, like just back to back to back, and then immediately I booked a ticket and saw Scream 6 that same day. And that was an interesting thing. And consensus wise, the first one's good, the rest are kind of like
Yeah.
And really the only thing with the Scream franchise that I feel like at this point because there's a 7th one coming out, and really the only part that I can really come about it is because, like you were saying, it's like the more you know about a killer and stuff, and it's like Scream doesn't really have that problem because of the whodunit aspect, but it has a different problem in the fact of it's Sidney Prescott going, how many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man? And it's just like, let the woman live her life. Jesus Christ.
The main thing I have with the Scream movies is, even though I do like most of them, the self-referential thing, it kind
It's very parodical of itself.
It boxes itself in by the time you get to 5 and 6 because there are no slasher movies anymore to satirize. So it's just kind of sucking its own dick a little bit, so to speak.
And it's I forget the review thing that I said, but it's that usual thing where it's like, oh haha, we're poking fun at ourselves, but you're just doing the same thing.
And
so it's not
and another problem is that by the time you get to 6, the actual reveal of who the ghost face is completely ridiculous because they've done everything and there's nothing else they can do.
I mean,
and it's like the main thing 6 gets is that it does the slasher in the city way better than Jason did. That's the main thing in its favor.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
The begonia, the pagoda scene was actually really good. But what, Bruce? You're telling me you didn't like when the main character tapped into her anime powers and brought out her darker inner self for a power boost?
I don't even remember that. I barely remember that part.
That was actually the climax of The Devil's League. It's a book by Jake Camara.
Well, also, Seven's going to be a mess because of all the behind-the-scenes issues they've been having.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Oh,
They would have had the movie out by now, working on the next one.
Oh,
Too
yeah.
busy
1000%.
with problems.
Yep.
And now instead, Radio Silence is making The Mummy, so go figure.
Yep. They're like, fuck it.
Good Fortune. Anyone see Good Fortune?
I saw the
No, I
trailer.
love the trailer though.
It was a good film. Good 3-star. I think that this was a huge utilization of Keanu Reeves. The character he plays, they very much were like, they wrote him right. It wasn't because I know Keanu has sort of like a very specific kind of acting style that can be very bad if given the wrong role, and this was.
Yeah, I've seen Dracula.
I will admit that when I saw the trailer, I definitely had the thought in my head of like, this will be great on streaming. You know,
Yeah.
like I was not making the journey out to theaters for that.
The main thought I had that I thought was really funny about is that Keanu Reeves is playing the Angel Gabriel. He has met the Angel Gabriel in Constantine.
Yeah.
Oh
That's
yeah.
really funny.
That is funny. I
Really
like
funny.
I got the chance to at the New Beverly see in 35mm the original Invisible Man and then also the Invisible Agent. It was a double feature.
Oh, that's so cool.
Oh yeah.
Dope.
You watched both the good ones.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that. A
That's
lot.
sick.
Or he commits Sudoku.
The Mastermind. Did anyone hear about the Mastermind?
I've heard the name.
What is this?
I will save you the time. Don't watch it. It is very.
I'll save you the time.
Perfect.
Dog shit.
I've
Nice
got,
and easy.
I've got one movie on the list, and I'm probably the only one who's seen it, so I'll see if you mention it.
Okay. Christie. Anyone seen Christie yet?
No one has seen
nobody
Christie.
in the world saw Christie.
Is
Look at
that the
box
one
office.
with the car?
No, that's Christine.
Oh, okay. Never mind. No.
Christie.
No, Christine is good.
I watched.
I've seen Christine
So
twice recently.
AMC does a screen unseen thing sometimes, where like you can like see a mystery movie.
Yeah.
Christie was the mystery movie. I know nothing about all the or I didn't know anything about the controversies or anything.
the controversies
I
are
have to interrupt
stupid.
you. I have to interrupt.
Yeah.
So you, Xander, who goes to see a movie several billion times because of A-list, just like me, but you far and away see movies more often and many times than I do, and you did not of your own volition decide to see Christie? That just happened to you?
Yeah, like I
That
said, it was in
speaks to-
October. They had a.
That speaks to how large of a failure Christie was.
Wait, the Sydney Sweeney film.
Yeah,
now
yeah.
I'm picking up
The
what you're
one
putting
that
down.
did not have marketing at all.
It didn't have marketing.
No,
I
they were like,
knew-
"Yo, people are gonna see this. She's hot."
I knew the
That's
movie.
not true.
I knew the movie existed, but I didn't know it was out until it bombed.
Yeah,
Top 10 all-time worst openings for a
And-
film ever released.
And
That's
I
hilarious.
actually saw
It's because
Immaculate
of the
in theaters.
controversies.
that's the one where she's a nun, right?
Yeah.
I saw it in streaming, but I
Yeah.
also, Immaculate. She's not bad in Immaculate, all things considered.
Yeah, Immaculate wasn't bad. But no, Christie is one of those things where it's like, I don't care about the controversy. I think a lot of that is people just being stupid and overreacting to stuff. But it's like, if you don't tell people the movie's out, no one's going to go see it.
Yeah, just because that's one thing.
I've
It's just-
seen trailers for it, so.
I have seen 0 trailers for it, but it made me laugh that it bombed so hard.
It is in the top 12 worst openings for a new release on more than 2,000 screens, a list that includes 3 post-COVID releases and 2 re-release titles.
Is it
That's catastrophic.
Oh, I have to ask, did it bomb harder than Madam Web?
Yes, by a lot.
Yes, and Madam Web was
Wow.
Hey, wait, she's also in that one.
Yes,
She's
she's
involved, yes.
she's
That's
one of the Spider Women.
Yeah.
I'm looking it up. I'm gonna look up Madam Web's opening, which is not great. And Craven opened less than Madam Web, all things considered. But none of those are even anywhere near the Christie list.
Wow. I enjoyed
Madam
Christie.
Web
I didn't think it was that bad of a movie. I
25
thought it was
million.
pretty good.
No, 60 weekend.
It was projected to gross
6
$20
million on its first day.
Oh, Madam Web was 6 million first day. Christie was 1.3.
That's like 5 Christies.
5 Christies is one Madam Web. That's bad. That's catastrophically bad.
Xander, to bring up your point where you're like, I didn't think it was that bad. Most people who saw it, which is roughly 4 people, say the same thing, by the way. That it's fine.
For Christie?
Yeah.
Mixed to positive was
Yep.
the response.
That's fine.
It's fine. It was a good movie. Turbo bombed. Wow.
All
I didn't know
right.
it existed. I might have cared enough to see it if I knew it existed.
Switching gears onto a movie that everyone knew, everyone here I
Fuck
think
yeah.
knew existed. Begonia.
Okay, so we're skipping Shelby Oaks.
Oh yeah, I want to see it, but no,
I
haven't
saw
had a
it.
chance to see it. What?
It's mid.
No.
So it
Said
looks
it's
like
mid.
Bruce and Xander are the ones that can talk about this. I didn't see Shelby Oaks. I was in Brazil.
I saw Shelby.
constant
I
excuse.
went to see it just out of curiosity. And my main thing I remember about going to see it is I went to get some air in my tires beforehand, and the line was so long, I actually walked into the theater right as the neon logo came up. But the movie, when it's doing the found footage stuff early on, that stuff's really, really good, and I'm like, I'm locked in. This is interesting. And it loses something when it switches over into a regular movie, and as it goes on, the movie just kind of gets worse. And I'm like, this could have been so much better. And you get to the ending, when you finally figure out what's going on and what's happened to this woman's sister, I'm like, oh, I know which movies Chris Stuckman has been watching. It's just like, it's just so. I do give the ending credit for just being so unbelievably mean, but it's like, if it was a found footage movie, it would have been way better because those parts were really good. But other than that, I mean, unless you want to,
That's surprising.
Unless you want to see,
Normally, found footage stuff is not as sorry.
yeah, but I like found footage when it's done well is the thing, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
this is the found footage kind of mockumentary part of it is really good, and then the rest of the movie is whatever. Like if you had stuck with that, this might have been something, but no. So yeah, I got Stuckmanized, and it didn't leave much of an impression on me.
I never followed him, so I don't know.
I never did either. I knew who he was, but I never watched his stuff.
I've watched a lot. I've watched some of his videos, but I'm not like a big Chris Stuckman guy. I watch Jeremy Johns more.
Don't listen to the critics. He's hot quality content's better than that Jeremy Johns guy.
True.
I mean,
He's staring at you.
he fell off. Also, he did blackface in one of his Twilight reviews back in the day.
What?
Yes.
God.
No way.
I'm looking it up.
There's a YouTube channel. There is a YouTube channel specifically dedicated to showing that one clip, so that the day that it happens, it's there. And that YouTube channel only has that one video as a clip, and it's quite interesting.
Oh my god. I found it.
That's whack.
Jeremy Johns in blackface. Oh my god.
He put an afro wig on too, even though Blade doesn't have an afro.
That's
true.
Crazy.
That's crazy that was a choice. Wow. That is something. That is crazy.
People in the comments for that one clip are like, I'm just waiting for the day that this pops off.
Yep.
All right, Begonia. I think everyone here has seen Begonia, right?
Yeah.
No.
I saw it.
The rest of us
okay.
have.
Well, good, because for the sake of the podcast audience, I will say watch Begonia. It is very good, and I don't want to say much more about that because I think it's a really great film.
Jake, you give it an 8, right?
I really enjoyed it. I'll just start off big here. I didn't like the twist at the end. Didn't like it.
Really?
I liked it. The more I thought about it, I'm like, you know what? What I loved about the movie kind of gets undercut if he's right. Like, if... Cause the movie's like a critique of two different things. It's like a crazy conspiracy guy with like tinfoil hat, echo chamber online, and it's also a critique of like evil CEOs and how, you know, people think they run the world. They kind of do, they kind of don't. But it's that against each other simultaneously.
See, again, I don't want to get too deep into the movie because like even then I might cut that out because like it's a little spoilery. But I feel like what this movie is really about is deception and gaslighting and manipulation, because that's the main theme of this movie is manipulating and deceiving and lying and stuff, to the point where it wants to make the audience question that, and it does an amazing job in making you question what the fuck is going on, but not in a way where you're like, I'm lost or something. It's more in a way you're like, wait, what? Or you're questioning every scene what's going on. Like, and I love it. I think that.
Yes,
that did an amazing job.
I enjoyed that part of it. Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. I liked how like you're watching these characters and you're just on edge of your seat waiting to see what they're going to do next, because they're very unpredictable people. And I was like, I kind of figured what the ending twist was going to be. I'm like, it's either going to be this or it's going to be this. So
there's two possible options, right?
So I'm sitting there watching it and I'm like, you know what? The way they did it was really interesting. I'm down with this.
It's interesting. I appreciate the work that went into it, because like clearly that's like very high concept, you know.
Now I haven't seen the because it's a remake of a Korean film, which I haven't seen.
I want to watch it.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. But also I'm thinking I kind of hope Jesse Plemons gets a nomination for this. He's that good.
He's so good.
Yeah,
he did great.
He's great,
also,
man, and his character's great.
He's great. Two things on that. Well, one, just a quick note about Jesse Plemons. Bro dropped a lot of weight.
Yeah.
I know he was a lot heavier in his last few films, which was kind of crazy.
He's back to his Breaking Bad weight. Maybe they can do a special edition of El Camino.
And I almost question if he gained that weight for the other roles on purpose, because like he dropped it really fast. Like I don't know. It's just like he seems like he'd be the type of actor like kind of like just
actors love to do that. You know, they hit the Ozempic cheat code and just slim right down.
Or you're Christian Bale and you're just insane.
Yeah.
You just it's like Dennis from SpongeBob with a mustache. It's just them with weight. They can just do that.
True. But yeah, I mean, the ending. It was like, yeah, okay. It could either go one of two ways. But even towards the end, I was questioning what was going on. Like it wasn't until the very, very end where it was like 100% telling you was like really sure what was going on. I love that. So Begonia is definitely great. Please go watch it. Worth your time.
It's a great film. Regardless, it's a fantastic movie. I love what it has to say.
Yeah, between this and Poor Things, I'm gonna see whatever Lanthimos does.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's really talented.
I saw that one early. It might have been this year.
It was
last year. The one he did about the three stories together.
I missed that one when it came out, but that was last year.
Yeah, I saw that one. That one was all right. This is definitely much better.
Okay, Frankenstein. Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein.
Yeah.
The one that we
fuck you guys.
Never talk on the Universal Monsters podcast. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. But what did you think of it, Bruce?
I thought it was really, really good. I liked the way it was structured in terms of the characters telling their stories. I liked that Del Toro, he didn't just do the book, he did his own interpretation of it. He brought something new to it. I thought the new characters were interesting. The new spins on like Victor and the monster were all really interesting. I think Jacob Elordi is incredible. He's like my best supporting actor pick this year. And it's all really good. I think towards the end it kind of rushes itself a little bit. And I'm like, it feels like you could have had like 2 or 3 more scenes in there to kind of, because it starts doing more book stuff towards the end, and it like rapid fires right through it. But other than that, I think it's very good, and I want to watch it again eventually.
I mean, well, for context, Jake, it is on Netflix right now, so you can go see it whenever you want. You have no excuse.
Yeah.
I did get a chance to watch this in theaters, luckily.
That's why I said fuck you guys.
Yeah, it just, I don't know why it came to friggin' Arkansas and not anywhere else.
Well, it's weird because I had to drive like 40 minutes to a random small little theater out in like a little town.
I would have driven into Boston if they had a showing.
This reminds me of
it wasn't. It didn't get
this reminds me of Jake's story when we were doing Oscar catch up and he drove to like this middle of nowhere town to watch Living.
I will never forget that. That was a wild day. A crazy experience.
It has the Netflix look to it, unfortunately, just the way the film looks, which kind of sucks, but I I still think it looks good.
It looks good. The only visually, the only problem I had is the CGI backdrops when they're on top of the tower are fucking awful. But other than that, it's a visually good looking movie.
But the coloring or something, it has like a Netflix look, if that makes any sense. Like if you watch a Netflix movie, they all kind of have the same sort of look to them, lighting wise or something. But I don't know why. I don't know what does it. But yeah. I mean, I just gotta say though, look, the movie was good, but it's also 150 minutes, and 93 years ago, some guy named James Whale was able to tell the same story about half the runtime. No, just kidding. But yeah, I mean, I liked it. There was one character I felt was a little unnecessary. He doesn't really go anywhere in terms of just what happens. He's in like kind of the first half, but I don't know. Had a good time with it. It's sort of slightly being compared to Nosferatu, but I think Nosferatu was still better.
Yes, I would say that.
Yeah.
Are you referring to Harlander, Christoph Waltz's character?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, he was also in the Dracula. He was in that crappy French Dracula movie that came out this year. So this was better than that.
Yeah. But yeah. Okay. Predator Badlands?
Yes.
I can talk about a movie.
Let's go.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Well,
like I said,
you
I
first.
prefaced the beginning of the show with I don't see a lot of things by myself. I enjoy watching things more with people, and having a full-time job detracts from that a lot. Yeah, Predator Badlands is fucking awesome. It's really cool. Predator, and this might be a different discussion. Predator's maybe the best movie monster ever made. Predator's fucking sick. Predator's so cool, and the fact that it goes deeper into like the familial structure and like clan mentality of the Predators, it's something that they've touched on, that we've seen like in the background, and I like seeing it in the forefront. I like the fact that it is basically integrated with Alien. I like the fact that I didn't like the trailer for this movie. I didn't think I was like, ooh, I'm not fully sold on this actually, which is hard because I love Predator. But I was like, all right, maybe I'm wrong, and I was wrong. It's really cool. The fights are awesome. It tells a good story about clan and family versus friendship and family, and like the bonds that you make. It's just incredible. It's really fun. It has something good to say while also still being at the crux of it a monster action film.
Yeah, I fucking hated it. I thought it was terrible. No, I love this movie. It's so fucking good.
It's really fun.
My wife has never seen the Predators. Actually, bigger story on that. She's never seen Aliens or Predators. So we watched all the Aliens.
Wow.
And she's like, that's the last of the Alien movies? I'm like, yep, all up to Alien Romulus. I didn't tell her AVP exists. So now we're watching the Predators just because, oh, there's a new Predator. Let's watch all the Predators. Haha. We watched Predator 1. She liked it. We're watching
Great.
Predator 2 right now. She fell asleep because she woke up at 4 a.m. It's a whole thing. But we're halfway through Predator 2. We're going to probably finish it tonight. The next film will be the AVP. She does not know it is a film. She does not know. So I'm going to be like, you thought you were done with the Alien movies. Boom. And then you get disappointed by the second one.
They're both fun.
So we're watching all the Predators right now. I had never seen Predator 2. That was my only blind spot. Now I'm a cultured citizen.
It's a good
because
movie.
I've seen the Predator
Very
saga.
good movie.
I don't know why during the heat wave the Predator vision didn't light up with heat everywhere. I mean, it's 100 degrees outside. But regardless, love the Predator movies. Love the culture, like Ian was saying. Like Predators with Adrian Brody is a very underrated movie.
Very good film.
It's
I love
good,
that
yeah.
film.
Oh,
I love.
yeah. It's great.
Yeah, I love the concept of the game preserve planet. That's such a cool idea. And for a long time, that was my favorite Predator movie. And then, Prey comes along, and Prey is
Excellent.
great, and I don't know if I like this better. Whereas Predator Badlands also vies for the title of my favorite one. Not that I'm saying it is or isn't. There's a lot of great Predator movies now. Dan Trachtenberg is very much why. But this movie is such a great great idea for what the Predator series could be. And like you were saying too, I love that it integrates with Alien, and I love that it came out of a story reason. Like the director was talking, like, you know, we didn't plan on Alien being heavily featured, but we were like, hey, we want a group of people, and we're gonna have a lot of carnage and action, and we don't really necessarily want to do like, you know, a bunch of blood. We've seen that 1,000 times. I want robots. What can we do? Wait a minute. Weyland-Yutani does synthetics all the time, and they're already part of the universe. So
Yep.
I love that it's just a natural story reason that they're in there, and it works so fucking well. Deck is like the most interesting Predator character ever because they give him like this huge arc. I should have expected that he would use every trick. We're getting into the spoilers, is that right? Is that fair? Okay, I'm gonna spoil it.
Yeah, I'd say
Is
so,
that
yeah.
Okay, good. I really should have expected that he would use every like weapon of the natural worlds at once to be his Predator gear, right? I didn't see that coming. That was such a cool, fun fucking surprise.
It's
It
a
was
cool
awesome.
it's a cool twist on how the Predator movies usually go, where people have to use their environment.
Yeah.
Against the predators,
Yeah.
and the predator uses the environment against the other beasts. It's so cool.
Another reason that
I-
it sets him apart from the clan, you know? So cool.
Yeah, it was still a surprise, but it was a nice one because I love that kind of character arc when someone like comes back and starts using what they learned.
Yeah.
And what I love too about the movie is that Deck was not the first Predator to defy culture to save and care about someone. Actually, it was his fucking brother who saved himself or saved his brother and died doing it to give Deck another chance to, like, you know, make his family happy and stuff. And so I love the influences in Deck's journey that bring him down that path. I think it's just an amazingly done movie, and Elle Fanning is awesome in it too.
Yeah, I was just about to say, shout out Elle Fanning, because normally I've seen a bunch of things she's in, and she's normally there. So I really liked her in this movie.
Yeah, my favorite role by her, easy.
Yeah, she nailed both roles.
Yes.
Both roles, yep.
Yeah, she did a really good job in both. I really enjoyed her.
Both halves of her did great.
Yes.
Bruce, do you want to talk next?
One of the things I like about it is because one of the problems with doing Predator as a continuing series is that it's kind of been beholden to formula a lot in the past, where it's like, oh, here's a hunt in a new context. Oh, now they're on an alien
That's
planet.
my knock on Prey. That's my one downside on Prey is, like, it really just does Predator 1 again.
Yeah.
And
So cool, though.
It's great.
It does.
But, like,
it does it really well. And one of my few knocks against Predators is that they set it on an alien planet, and they do very little alien with it.
Yeah, a little bit.
It could be a jungle anywhere, basically, for the most part. But this took the alien planet concept and did so much cool shit with it. I always wanted to see them expand it. I liked seeing more of the Predator culture. I liked seeing a Predator by himself, because people have talked about the concept of doing a movie with the Predator as the main character in the past. This really got that balance good. I think there's a lot of cool alien shit going on. I remember seeing the trailer and seeing the Weyland-Yutani logo with it and going, oh shit. And I think it's cool that it's just like, hey, there's this exists in the same universe. It doesn't try to force a reference. This also isn't self-referential at all, which Prey was Prey was a little bit in like one or two places. Killer of Killers really wasn't. But I'm just happy that we have a Predator movie that forged a new direction, did something fresh, did it really well, and you just got right in there. It made you feel emotions for these characters, made you got a real good dynamic between this group, and it's just a good movie.
Did you guys like Killer of Killers?
I did.
I liked Killing Tours. I thought
Me as well.
There-
I really
We
enjoyed
really,
it.
really liked it. The end fucked me up. I was like, no way, you know?
But both of them are in my top 10 of the year so far.
Yeah.
Me too.
The Viking part in the beginning was kind of slow for me. I wasn't really vibing.
That
It
is
was awesome.
that's the weakest of the three. I still think it's good.
Yeah.
But I think it really found its legs after that point.
I think the pilot stuff is the weakest of the three, actually. The samurai stuff is the best.
Really?
The samurai
Yes.
stuff is
Samurai,
the best.
best
hands down. Beginning to end, that whole part was awesome.
I liked it. I liked it all. I just wish they had not tipped their hand so early as to what was going on. Like, wait to show them all together into the room until after the pilot story.
After the first one, we were like, oh, that's what's happening.
And I didn't need them to add even more lore to the friggin' flintlock pistol. Like, and And also the fact that they did that post-release DLC shit with the ending is kind of dumb, but it was a good movie.
So what's funny is, I told you guys Predator 2 is the one I haven't seen. As of right now, I am an hour into Predator 2. I have a half hour left. What the fuck's up with the gun? I still haven't seen the stuff where the gun is important yet.
It's Chekhov's gun. It has to show up the third time.
Yeah, Chekhov
Jake,
has to
I'm really
show
sorry.
up. He has to get it from Chekhov.
You're not gonna get the answers you want.
No.
Yeah, you're
Damn
not gonna
it.
get the answers you want. You're gonna be.
All right,
more
it just keeps
confused
coming
after
back.
Prey,
Alright, got it.
Prey. It's basically a thing that happens in Predator 2, and then Prey gives some backstory to it, and then Killer of Killers just goes insane.
Yep. Which is funny because the same guy made both of those movies.
Yeah. But no, I mean, I don't have anything bad to say about Badlands. I thought it was really good.
No, it's
No,
fantastic.
but like Predator Goodlands.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Predator. The original film is my third favorite movie of all time.
Oh, awesome! Another Predator fan. Hell
Oh,
yeah!
I love all but one of the
Yeah.
Sony Predator movies.
Is it 2018 because it's bad?
Oh fuck, 2018's.
I haven't seen 2018's yet.
Oh, you should totally watch it
No,
and not
don't.
like it.
Nope.
No,
Don't-
come on.
don't do
no,
it.
no, 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 no,
You
no.
know,
I need to.
I
need
had
to.
so
You
much
need to.
faith because Shane Black is in Predator 1, and he wrote and directed this follow up. I'm like, wow, who knows Predator better? Fucking anyone else apparently.
I also think Shane Black is one of my favorite screenwriters of all time, and just seeing that script, it's like, what the fuck did you do, man? Especially that.
Yeah.
But no, that first film was my favorite. I call it the best slasher movie of all time.
Yeah, yeah, I could agree with that.
The first Predator, the first Terminator, and the first Alien are all great slasher movies.
They're all three incredible films.
They all fought in a comic once, pretty sure.
But yeah, that movie holds a huge place in my heart. I fucking love that movie.
Yeah.
For funny story about it is that Terminator 2 is my second favorite movie of all time, and I love Terminator. I'm a huge Arnold Schwarzenegger fan.
Yeah.
So one night we're at my grandparents, me and my mom. It's late. My mom's channel surfing, as you do back in the day, and she flips and it goes to Arnold covered in mud in the tree, right as he had just hit it from the river, and she stayed on it for just a minute or two, and the Predator came up and I saw Arnold and she flips it and she goes, and I'm like, no, wait, go back, that was the Terminator, and she was like, okay, whatever. So she flipped it back and we watched the last act of it, and I'm a fucking dumb kid, so I was just like, holy shit, new Terminator movie, what the fuck? and it was just that, and then one day in a grocery store my mom found the DVD, and so she bought it for me. And I was obsessed with the fucking film ever since. And, that movie is awesome.
So you're not gonna disagree with me when I because I said at the beginning of this, Predator might be the best monster in film. Period. I think Predator is fucking incredible.
Well, if you
the
heard of
concept of Predator
if
is
you heard-
incredible.
He said Predator was his third favorite film, but I know his first is The Wolfman.
Yeah, not as interesting as the Predator. That's a man who turns into a wolf. The Predator has alien gadgets and fucking shoulder cannons and the autoglaive.
Well, I actually.
You know what, Ian? And this is. Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say I grew up with Predator 1 and Predator 2 taped off of TV.
Oh hell
yeah!
So it's I didn't, and we also had the regular tape of Predator 2. And one time my mom put it on accident. That was my first uncensored R-rated movie. That was how I learned fuck.
Terminator 2, Terminator 1 was mine for that, because but no, actually, Ian, my response to that is gonna piss off Jake. I do think personally my favorite monster is the Wolfman, because just personal reasons and just everything.
Very valid.
Critically, I do think Predator is the greatest monster of all time. There's so
that's my guy right there.
It's really He's fucking awesome.
He's fucking awesome.
Look, xenomorphs are cool and all, but the Predator is fucking.
He's sick.
The Predator's rad, man.
He's so cool.
Yeah, he's cool.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad I thought that comment. You guys are gonna be like, "What the fuck is he talking about?" So I'm glad.
No, man. No, dude. I love the Predator. Holy shit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
We're renaming the podcast to the Predator podcast.
No, we can't do that. We can't do that. We can't do that. Hold on. No.
We
Wait a minute.
we read all the comics.
Alright, Ian, every Monday, sit in that chair. We're talking about Predator all day.
We can't call it the Predator podcast, though. We have to call it something else.
That's true. Universal Monsters, I clinched
You-
the name,
the
and no one
Yautja.
else has it.
The Yautja. Yeah.
To catch
The
a
Yautja
to catch a
podcast,
predator.
yeah.
Yautja Talk. Yautja Prime. Wait.
Yeah.
We got it.
Yautja Prime, baby.
I like the sequel. I think it's a great time. And yeah, Predators I enjoy. AVP is a great time. Still never seen Requiem.
You can't.
It's bad. Fun fact,
It
it's
is-
awful.
Well, I mean, you can't really watch it. It's impossible.
Yeah.
It's really fun, but it's not good.
Yeah, I hear the criticism is like it's like unwatchable. Like, you can't watch the fight scenes; they're like way too darkly lit. And
Yeah, it's tough, man.
I
excited
know
for that.
I know
That's gonna be
everything
great.
about the movies, so I mean, like one day I'll watch it, but I'm not really rushing to my TV
Yeah,
to
was
watch
it-
a pred alien impregnate pregnant women.
Was it AVP 1 or 2 where the Predator's technology being on Earth is what inspired Weyland Yutani to get advanced and be alien and stuff?
It's kind of both.
It's kind of both.
Okay.
Yeah.
That, if anything, is an interesting way to weave the continuities. Because luckily, Aliens so far in the future and Predator is contemporary that you can very easily bridge that gap if you wanted to.
Mhm.
So that's not the worst idea on their part. But
Yeah,
whatever.
and then Prey I fucking love. I still one day
Incredible
want to
film.
buy the Steelbook for it, which at this point I'll have to drop $130 on eBay. But it will be worth it. I hope one day it gets a fucking theatrical release. Badlands did so well. Please release Prey.
In some places, they did a double feature of Prey and Badlands.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well my heart just died, but cool, thanks.
Thanks for that knowledge. Now I'm upset.
And then yeah, I liked Killer of Killers. I watched it, had a good time. And Badlands, I really had a great time as a longtime fan of Predator. I love the Yutani
fantastic.
stuff. I only ever watched the teaser trailer. When the next trailer came out, my friend Michael warned me. He's like, "Don't watch it. It ruins so much." And I was like, "Okay." So I just kept running out of the theater before it would play. So I didn't know about any of the Wayland stuff, which was really cool.
That's cool not to know.
Now
Yeah.
it must have been
Yeah,
a
I mean,
fun
it was
surprise.
in the teaser.
It was-
You
I was
you,
like,
you
"Oh,
could see
shit."
you could see the logo in
Was
the
it?
teaser, but it was quick.
Very fast.
I don't
yeah.
know. I wasn't studying the trailer. I go out of my way to not like if I watch the trailer, I'm like, okay, cool.
I try not to watch trailers, especially for movies I want to see. You know.
Yeah, me too. But yeah, I don't know. Everything about it was good. My only downsides is that I don't dig the ponytail dreadlock look. I thought I don't know. I'm the kind of guy who like the first Predator design in the original film is just peak perfect, amazing.
Peak. Absolutely
I
peak.
didn't
Yeah.
need. I don't need more than that. I mean, I think it's
Who is the
interesting, like the
coolest looking
different
Predator?
looks.
I think
It's the first one for me, the
the
Jungle
first
Hunter.
one. I agree.
I like-
Jungle Hunter's sick.
I like most of the designs actually. I think that most of them are pretty great.
Oh yeah, almost all of them are excellent, but I think
Yeah,
for me personally, Jungle Hunter takes the cake.
One of my only
Agreed.
one of my
It's-
only knocks on Prey is that the unmasked look of the Predator and that one was just weird.
Yeah, I still
I
like
the
it, but
mask
yeah,
look. I
yeah.
thought it was cool.
This one's got all their faces. I'm just trying to get like their costumes and stuff.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm also kind of guy who like I likes the Predator more when he has the mask on, in my opinion.
I do
but,
too.
I agree. I mean, it's a cool reveal, especially in that first movie. Like, you're one ugly son of a bitch.
Great line.
It's a
But,
cool reveal,
the
but it's
line-
definitely a like you look really bad.
Actually, the line is "You're one ugly motherfucker,"
You
Yeah.
Ugly motherfucker.
motherfucker.
and then they bring
Bad
that
idea.
They bring it back in the second one where the Predator interrupts the angle and he goes "motherfucker."
The vocal mimicry is one of like the coolest fucking
Yeah,
things.
that was
Oh
really
yeah.
Listen, I love a good shoulder cannon and like the disc and like everything, but the vocal mimicry, the trickery that a Predator can actually like do is incredible.
The
That's
first
why I
time-
love it so much.
Yeah, the first time I watched, I noticed the vocal mimicry was because again I hadn't seen Predator 2 for a long time, so I watched it in Predators when he's saying "Help me," and then they kill him like a mercy kill, and then you still hear him say, "Help me." That's like a whoa, like a holy shit moment for me. Like, damn.
That might be my favorite part of that film.
It's so good.
Yeah, Machete.
so good.
You'd think Machete would last longer, but he didn't.
Yeah. Also, that wrist blade. Oh my god, the wrist blade has got to be one of the coolest fucking.
You know what? We gotta have like a. It wouldn't be like an ongoing thing, but like a mini series podcast of just us reviewing each film every week, you know, or something like that.
That'd be a good idea. Yeah.
Fun.
We could easily go for hours on that.
But yeah, it's just the dreadlock ponytail was kind of mid on, but that was really it. Like the rest of it, fucking loved his little outfit he did. The shoulder cannon alien worm guy.
That was
cool,
incredible.
yeah.
The
Awesome.
acid spitting thing.
Like
Yep.
no. When he got shot, I was like no.
I was so sad. Yeah, it was so cool.
It really was, but I liked how everything kind of came out. My only thing is like I still think the CGI mandibles. I'm like, come on, we could have had the puppetry. Romulus did it.
I think on the
You guys could've done
I think on deck, because they had to put so much time on him, it looks fine. When they unmask his dad at the end, that's rough.
Yeah, I don't
Fair.
know. I'm always gonna go for practical, so that was kind of like.
I'm a big
other than
practical
that,
guy
that's
too.
good.
Yeah.
I'm also glad they didn't. There's a thing that both Prey and Killer of Killers does. That it's just an aesthetic thing I don't like, where they have like a mask that comes down to here and their mandibles are like, "Rrr." And I'm glad they didn't do that in this one.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'm glad too.
Yeah.
My only other thing is just because from the lore that you can derive from Predator 1 and 2, is I'm just really curious if they're retconning the established history of the Predators, or if they're making all these Predators from like Killer of Killers and Badlands be a faction that had decided to go against tradition. Because the biggest thing that has always been about the Predators, and you'll see this in 2, Jake, is that if you kill a Predator, you gain respect. You're like, okay, you're cool. You can leave. We'll leave you alone. You're good.
Yep.
And that's it. And honor and stuff is a huge thing.
Yes.
And it very much is like you're always going to have to go onto a planet to prove yourself, to to get hunts and stuff.
Yep.
And Killer of Killers, with that end credits scene, very directly states that they're not doing that. Like,
It could just be that one specific tribe.
Yeah, I think it's a faction.
And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I really hope that's the thing, that it's a faction, because I think that'd be a cool lore.
Yeah.
The whole thing, because they had the lore with the Super Predators and stuff. So I really am hoping that the case is that it's a faction, because I think that'd be cool, where it's like some of them were deciding, no, fuck tradition. We just want a good fight, and we want the best of the fights and stuff.
Okay.
The best of the, yeah,
And it
the
feels
Killer
like
of Killers.
Badlands.
Yes, I want to say, has anyone else here read Batman versus Predator?
No.
Oh, that's such fucking awesome, but no.
It is.
Fan film once.
They did three comic series. The first one's the best, and the way they do the honor thing at the end is that Batman kicks its fucking ass, and then the other Predators come out of the ship and they make him commit ritual suicide with a sword, and then they give Batman the sword.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's cool.
Hell yeah. Yeah,
But,
it's all about
yeah,
honor. I love it.
I am hoping that it's a faction. It's just a part of me is kind of like, it might not be, and it's just
I get that.
I'm like,
yeah.
But again, it could go anyway.
I mean, we know
but
there's
I am
there's
hoping it's a
factions from the other movies, especially from the Shane Black one.
faction. Again, I don't know, but yeah. But yeah, loved Badlands. Only other movie, The Running Man. Anyone see The Running Man?
No,
I need to see it really bad.
I'm not hearing great things.
Has
Oh,
anyone
no!
read the book?
Yes, and one. Okay, so
I've
I'm gonna
meant
say
to read the book, but I didn't get that far in the Bachman stuff.
So
I
you've
like
read
the
the
book.
Ian.
I like the book. It's been a while. I like the book, and the Arnie movie is one of my favorites,
It's so
despite the
good.
fact that it's
It's so
cheesy
good.
and it's cheesy and
I
silly.
haven't-
But I love The Running Man.
It's so much fun.
I need to watch the Arnie movie. I haven't seen it because I'm just.
Oh,
looking
you would
for
love
Arnie
it.
there.
You said you were a big Arnie guy. You would love The
It's
Running
so.
Man.
It's so. I've seen you
watch it.
before.
It's so good.
You're the asshole on TV. It has. If,
So
if you like Schwarzenegger one-liners, this has the most one-liners packed
It's
into a
so
single
good.
movie.
yeah,
Fuck
it's
yeah.
the Total Recall. You've seen Total Recall, right? We're not.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
own it
good.
on 4K. So
Yeah. No, Running Man it's cheesy and silly, but like it's so near and dear to my heart. I love that movie. So I
So
want to see it
this
because
m-
Edgar Wright is my favorite director. And
I'm going to tell you this right now. It's good, and because you read the book, you're gonna enjoy it.
cool.
Bruce, Jake, if you guys go see it, I need to tell you, warn you right now, the trailer is very misleading. This was not an, if you read the book, it was never meant to be a high octane action, nonstop thrill ride. It is very much, there are action scenes, and the movie adds a few more just to keep the pace going and stuff. But this is very much a more realistic take on
That's what I was
would you
expecting.
do.
Oh hell yeah!
It's
Okay,
very
cool.
much-
'Cause
there's a lot more slower times and stuff.
I haven't read that book yet, but I do basically know what it is, and I did read The Long Walk. So
Okay, yeah. But yeah, it's very much, there is a lot of like hiding and trying to like figure things out, or not.
Awesome.
figure
I
things out,
actually
there's
really
a lot
like
of
that,
hiding and
so.
downtime. Yeah.
yeah, that
Yeah, no,
sounds
I
cool.
Excited to watch
I
it.
went out of my way to listen to the
When it's on digital, we
audiobook
might check it
before
out.
I watched
Yeah.
the movie. Yeah. So I went out of my way to listen to the audiobook before I watched the movie, and I enjoyed the audiobook, and when I was listening to it, I was like, damn, if this movie is definitely might not be what it was, but it was close to the book, and I was like, okay. And my only thought was, yeah, a lot of audiences are not gonna jive with this movie because that trailer kicks it in the foot.
Okay.
But it's still a good time. Ian, I'm not gonna spoil it for Jake and Bruce, but he doesn't fully commit to the book, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
I've heard of this.
It's not fully committed, unfortunately. I wish it was, but it's not. But it's still in the spirit of what you could interpret from.
Okay. I like that.
From the
I like that.
aftermath of the book. So yeah, yeah, it's a great movie. Speaking of books, though, which I know we've been going on for a while. If we want to stop, I'll stop. But if we're down to keep going, I'm down to
comfy.
keep going.
Ritual.
I can go on for a little while longer.
Cool. Speaking of books, I just finished yesterday the audiobook of Wicked.
Oh,
And,
I have to stay
some
now.
thoughts. Jesus Christ.
I have to stay now.
For context, I'm not a big fan of the original Wizard of Oz movie. I mean, I watched it as a kid. It creeped me the fuck out. And I don't really care about it. And again, this is going to piss Jake off. But I can respect it as a classic, despite the fact that I don't like it. It's still
That's fine.
respected as a
But if
good-
you don't like it,
recognize
you
it's
shouldn't give it a
good
positive
movie.
review.
Oh no.
Oh, we're not starting this again.
But we're not starting that. But my mom
He led with
watched.
it's gonna piss Jake off, but that's him.
So, anyways, my mom went when I was a kid. My mom went to see the play when it was running someplace in Los Angeles one time, and for years I had to listen to the song "Popular" and other
my
such
God.
songs like
That would drive me insane
Oh
too.
my god.
That is one of my least favorite songs from the film.
It was my mom's ringtone.
Oh my God, I'm gonna
She had
kill
the
myself.
whole soundtrack, so I would. She had the soundtrack playing all the time. So needless to say, I knew a lot about just the soundtrack, but I didn't know much about the musical. All I knew was like, oh, it's a prequel to The Wizard of Oz. Cool. And then the movie comes out, and I go, ah, fuck my life, because my best friend, she was all over it. My mom was all over it, and I was like, well, you know what? Fine. I have to watch it 2 times in theaters. Never have to watch it again. Psych. The person I'm dating now is in love with Wicked. So I've seen this movie more times than I care to be. And
fucked.
I found the movie's story to be intriguing, but then they'd start singing, and I'd be like, God fucking damn it. Just get back to the damn song.
It is a very interrupt the plot, which isn't the worst with like gratuity.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
It was an
fire in,
interesting-
I like, much like Ian and I have kind of the same opinion on this, but like we like the last act where like all the cool stuff is.
Yeah.
But oh my god, so much of that Wicked movie is like girls in school trying to be like in cliques and shit, and oh the class, and oh the boys, and oh he's cute, she's not cute, herper derper. I don't give a fuck. Oh my god, it's so boring. And then they finally get to Oz, you know, where the fucking wizard is, and they're doing like, oh, flying monkeys and body horror transformation. Oh, it's fucking dope, and it ends. I'm like, wow, thanks for 1/3 of a good movie. Appreciate that.
I make this joke to my partner and my best friend all the time, and it pisses them off. And it's kind of a joke, but it's also like a true criticism. Galinda and Elphaba both could have escaped if they had decided to not fucking sing and had just flown off. If they didn't spend 5 minutes singing about it, they could have flown off and escaped and had that discussion after.
The bad thing about that is that might be the best song in the movie. That's Defying Gravity, right?
Yeah,
that's the best song in the movie.
Defying Gravity is fire.
Gravity.
It's a great good song. It's a great song.
I'm not gonna lie. I actually had a fun time with the popular song.
I hate that song.
And I did like the Loathing song. That's stuck in my head for the rest of my life.
Yeah. No, Defying Gravity is the best song in the movie. So I'm glad they do Defying Gravity. That being said, my big issue with Wicked as a whole is the musical is 3 hours long. The first movie is 3 hours long. The second movie is going to be, or the musical is like 3.5 hours long. It's like, so we're getting 6 hours of movie for 3.5 hours of musical. What?
Yeah.
I know
what are we doing?
I know why they're doing that. It's because the second half is kind of rushed and isn't as well liked, so they're going to expand it and make it into a bigger thing.
Yeah. But yeah, you know, I remember in marketing, because in marketing there was no indication. All the marketing parts of when the first part came out, unless I guess because I didn't know about this until I saw the movie, and there was no indication that the movie was two-part.
Oh, they do that a lot. They did that with Dune.
They did that with Dune.
Yeah, until I sat down and no, because it specifically says Dune Part 1 on all the
not on the poster.
In the film itself, not on the poster, not on the trailers, not
poster.
whatever. Just in at the end of the movie it says Dune, then subtitle Part 1.
Yeah,
Yep.
and
I think at the start,
it Chapter 1 did the same thing where it was just called It in the marketing, and then at the end title screen it said Chapter 1.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Although
I hate that because it was so annoying when it said Wicked Part 1. I said, "Oh, you bastards!"
I have to watch a second one of these. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so I've seen it a lot, and after I came on, I was like, you know what? I keep hearing about if it was a book, the book.
Oh boy.
Like, what the fuck is with this book? So I opened up Audible, and I decided to read the book or listen to the book because I was curious. And let me tell you, this is the most roller coaster book I have ever read. It is
Yes, the book.
Interesting. It goes and then it gets really boring, sorta interesting, really interesting, boring, and then interesting again, and then the ending, the last 4 hours of the book, 4 hours for the audio book, but I guess the last final bit of the book are the most depressing shit you will ever experience in a book. For context, this book opens up with Elphaba flying down and spying on Dorothy and her friends, and the Lion, the Tin Man, and the Scarecrow call the Wicked Witch of the West slurs and gossip about her being things like a trans person, a lesbian, and saying all these things.
What the
and all
fuck?
I could think was, as I'm listening to this,
Okay, I got it
no
right
wonder
here.
why the Wicked Witch of the West wanted to burn Scarecrow.
Okay, I got
Fuck
it.
him.
I got the quotes right here. Of course, to hear them tell it,
go
it is the surviving sister who's the crazy one, said the Lion. What a witch. Psychologically warped, possessed by demons, insane, not a pretty picture. She was castrated at birth, replied the Tin Woodman calmly. She was born hermaphrodite, or maybe entirely male. "Oh, you see castration everywhere you look," said the Lion. "I'm only repeating what folks say," said the Tin Woodman.
Wow.
Tin Man sounds like a fucking asshole.
I'm just saying.
Oh, here we go.
I used to think to myself,
The Scarecrow ain't saying shit here either. It's like, "She's a woman who prefers the company of other women," said the Scarecrow sitting up. "She's a spurned lover of a married man." "She is a married man." I forgot about this completely.
Piping hot comeback there.
you listened to that, and my only thought was, I thought to when the Wicked Witch of West burns her broom and goes to burn Scarecrow, and all I thought was, yeah, I would have too if I heard that.
Yeah.
Fucking.
What an asshole.
This reminds me a
and
lot
then
of
you
that
think-
book. You can go on if you want.
Oh, and then you think it's gonna, and then you're like, oh wow, okay, this is gonna be really fun. And then we have to listen for 3 hours about her being a kid, and it's just kind of really boring because, but the only interesting thing is her birth, in which the people who birth her, as soon as she gets born with green skin and sharp teeth, they think to a second, maybe we should just kill this baby to put it out of its misery.
Yeah.
So Wicked sounds a lot like. Have you heard that book, The Last Ring Bearer?
No.
No. What is
Okay,
this?
so it's a book, and it's not available for sale in the U.S. because of copyright reasons. But it is a book that presupposes that the Lord of the Rings is written by the victors of the war. So it's the perspective of that from the other side, from orcs, which is basically that like elves are like super racist and orcs are just like trying to get by, right? And
Yeah.
the elves totally came into Mordor and just fucked them up and just destroyed their whole civilization. And it's a really cool like flip it on its head kind of thing. That's what Wicked sounds like to me, with like the Wicked Witch, where it's like, actually every character you liked from the movie is evil, and every character you didn't like from the movie is a pretty good guy, you know, and everything's actually bad. So that's kind of how it feels.
The book is more complex than that.
I hope so.
Yeah, because like, well, like so when you get to college, it's actually a little bit more interesting than in the movie. One of the main things is that Elphaba is a fucking is hilarious. Like, she is such a spiteful, sarcastic bitch. Like, there's this whole time where like the guy Bach is trying to hit on Galinda, and he's just failing the whole time. And Elphaba's just sitting there going, just fucking laughing her ass off, making comments like, "Oh, this was worth going out of my way to introduce you to. This is hilarious. I'm having a blast." And Bach's just like, "Would you shut the fuck up, please?"
That sounds better than most of the movie.
Well, let's hold on for a second.
Oh, we're getting close. We're getting close to that scene.
Because that, and actually, funny enough, Bach doesn't just act like a simp like how he is in the movie. In the book, he actually does manage to. I don't know if he just kisses Galinda or sleeps with her, but he manages to make out with Galinda. So he's not just some fucking simp who dates the sister just to. Oh, by the way, the sister in the book, not only is she bound to a wheelchair, she doesn't have arms.
Yeah, she was born without arms.
Oh.
I don't know why every fucking person who has to do with Wicked hates the Wicked Witch of the East to the point of just wanting to give this woman the worst life possible.
I guess so.
Jesus.
Yeah, so anyways, so the Dr. Dillamon, the goat guy, yeah, you know how he just kind of gets captured and put into slavery in the book?
In the
Or
movie?
Yeah, well, in the book, he gets his throat slit and he gets brutally stabbed and murdered to death.
Oh, that's a little different.
A little.
Just like a little. Yeah.
The book is very more touching on the racism. Also, it's a little confusing because I guess in the book, because I listened to the audiobook, so I was even more confused. But in the book, there's two types of animals. There are the animals
that
have sentient talking, and then the animals that are just animals.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the first one made $758 million. Does the sequel make $1 billion? Yes and yes.
Yeah. And that's weird because guess what? The lore of how the animals actually gain sentience is apparently because the god of the world of Oz, the goddess, one day got drunk, woke up, peed in a river, and during this storm, the animals went through this urine-filled river and gained sentience.
I don't remember
I am not
this.
kidding. It's in the book. It is in the book. Elphaba and her friends are talking about it, and they discuss what could be the lore of what it's.
That's kind of fucking nuts.
Yeah, it's weird, man. Yeah, I mean, it is such a lore-heavy book. Like, if you enjoy reading about lore, you'll like it. Sort of, for a little bit of it. But anyways, so Galinda and Elphaba are not invited to see the wizard. In fact, Elphaba doesn't have any interest in magic or have any magical powers. After reading the book, one of my problems with the movie is that Elphaba is such a fucking Mary Sue in the movie. It's so annoying. Like, everything's handed to her in retrospect. She's just amazingly given all these powers and everything, where in the book she's not. She's just kind of there.
I mean, there is a reason for that in the musical continuity, but
I don't know. Well, I guess you could tell me that reason, Bruce. What is the reason?
well, spoilers for part 2. Her real father is the wizard.
Oh no, that's in the book.
That's in the book too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking back on part 1, not having known that. I don't really see how that tracks. Or it's not like a problem, but like I don't see that being set up at all. I guess it's just gonna come out of nowhere.
Oh, it is set up in the movie. He very unsubtly, when he says, "I think of every citizen of Oz as son or daughter," and leans in towards her.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what that
Technically,
meant?
Yes.
Yeah, his mom or her mom was cheating. It's much more explicit in the book, but yeah, Elphaba's mom was a cheating whore. She just had sex with his man.
Both her and her husband are carrying on simultaneous affairs with the same guy.
Oh, yeah. I didn't really pick up on that. But anyways, so Elphaba decides to drag Galinda to the Emerald City to talk to the wizard to try to... Which, by the way, in the book, it's much more explicitly stated that the wizard just sort of came in and decided to take over the world of Oz and just kind of usurp people.
Yes, the
religion is a big thing.
The Hitler allegory is a lot more overt in the book.
Yeah, the wizard is actually a piece of shit in the book. I will say, after reading the book, Jeff Goldblum was not a good casting for the wizard. He's a great actor, and he does a great job. But the problem is, you cannot make me hate this man. Goldblum's just too charming.
Valid.
But, yeah, so they go, and this is the part that I'm so fucking pissed off that I understand why the play didn't do it, but I'm so pissed off that the goddamn movie didn't do this. When Elphaba and Galinda meet the wizard, they meet the wizard makes an illusion that they are in a rainstorm and that the wizard appears as a skeleton made out of electricity.
That sounds sick.
It's so fucking cool and badass, and I could only think, are you kidding me? I could have had that? I understand, in a play, that would be really hard to pull off. You could do that in a fucking movie. It's filled with CGI to begin with. What the fuck?
Yeah, get the fucking 10-foot tall Home Depot skeleton, put electricity on it.
Yeah, instead I get the stupid-ass head, and I'm like, oh my god, that was so
I guess it wasn't Halloween time yet. That came out in October.
November.
It's so cool. It's like, it's
they had plenty
described
of time.
as... yeah. It was like described as like fucking like electricity, and like it like takes out its teeth and starts juggling with them, and it was fucking sick. Anyways, so
no, you can't have fun things in the movie.
Dr. Dillman was murdered, and also racism is happening to the animals, and the wizard just goes, "Yeah, I don't really give a shit. Get out of here." And that's actually what happens in the book. There is no defying gravity moment. She just decides, I'm gonna stay in the Emerald City and try to fuck over the
And
wizard,
be a
fuck this
terrorist.
college in place. Yeah, be a terrorist, which has completely cool moral implications about, and then that's when it gets into an actually interesting part of the book, which is Elphaba living in hiding in the Emerald City, being a terrorist, doing terrorist things, and Fiyero, who in the movie is just some stupid white rich prick rich guy, where in the book he's a dark-skinned guy with tattoos who's the leader of a tribe of people, and who's actually really cool, and like he hangs out with Elphaba during her time there and like hooks up with her.
And we have an illustration.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. For the audio medium of Xander.
Yeah. And so they hook up, and like his whole thing is like, yeah, I get what you're doing, but you're also being a terrorist with all the innocent people that are dying in these bombings and shit. Yeah, there's bombings that go on in this book.
I can't wait to not see anything that you're saying in the second one.
Yeah, the movie is very, very sanitized. But
we haven't even touched on the sex stuff.
No need.
Yeah, there was a sex scene with a tiger, which honestly everyone talks about being traumatized, but maybe it's because I just listened to it as an audiobook. It really wasn't that detailed. The It book was worse.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, definitely.
By like a lot.
Yeah, in the Wicked book, it's just like, and they had sex with a tiger, and then
it's a weird scene where they're going where like the other students at the college, they go to the what's called the Philosophy Club, but it's actually a very, very weird sex club, like some Eyes Wide Shut shit.
Jesus.
Nice.
So, but yeah. So, anyways, Fiyero gets fucking murdered because Elphaba fails at killing someone. And the wizard sends some goons to murder her, but Fiyero ends up showing up and he gets his ass killed. And then we cut to a time skip of 7 years where all Elphaba did was pass out at a nunnery for a year, worked as a nun in silence, and then we get to watch her travel the fucking land. And
I feel like I'm listening to the audiobook.
She finally goes west.
Yeah, she finally goes west to meet with Fiyero's wife to admit that she was the one he was having an affair with, and that's why he got killed. To which the wife says, I don't want to hear it. I don't want you to admit anything. I don't want to know how he died. I don't know I don't want to know the truth. But I want you to stay here and live with me. Oh, there is about 7 hours left.
Jesus fucking Lord.
For 3 hours,
it's like we
get to listen.
It's like a 400-page book.
Oh my god, fucking Wicked and the Goblet of Fire. Oh.
Hey, at least things happen in the Good Fire. For 3 hours, we get to listen to stimulating things like Elphaba trying to tell the widow what actually happened to her husband, and her saying, no, I don't want to hear it. Them chopping carrots. Them watching the seasons pass. We get to read about how the widow's kids are peeing on the ground and then saying, maybe we should pee on Elphaba because she seems to hate water.
This book sounds great.
Do people like the book?
Oh my god, it's mixed. Some people like it, some people don't.
I like it, but it's been forever since I've read it.
I need to know what about that part of the book you like.
I
legitimately
I don't remember the pee. I don't remember the peeing at all.
Okay, but that's fine if you don't remember. But like,
there are
that
3
part of the
more.
Book, you have to admit that was just a slog, right? Come on.
Well, I'm not. Well, if you're reading it on the page, you can go through it faster in 3 hours. Is the thing.
Oh my god, there's like 8 books. What's this fucking Harry Wicked? The Goblet of Wicked?
No, there's technically 4 books.
There's 4 books. There's 4 books in the first series. Then he wrote like a sequel trilogy that I don't care about. And I didn't even finish the first 4 books because the 3rd book was so fucking boring. I couldn't even be bothered to get into the 4th one.
I'm surprised you got 2.5 in.
I would not have been able. Look, Bruce. Listen, on the page you could read it faster. I hate to tell you this, I would not have been. The only reason why I was able to finish the damn book was because I was listening.
But I was also like 14 when I read this. So
Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, and so she doesn't even really become a witch per se, or choose to become a witch or wicked witch or be like a outcast. No, some elephant princess says start hiding as a witch. Also take this broom, and she's like, I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do with this, but fine. Eventually she starts to finally learn how to fly the broom. Goes off to see her sister, who is taken over Munchkin Land. Comes back. The fiance's or Fiero's wife and sisters are taken away, and and then we get another time skip, and then finally the events of the Wizard of Oz start happening, to which not much goes on.
It's this much of the book.
No, that's so little.
Elphaba and Dorothy don't meet until the last 20 minutes of the book.
At least we're finally at the end of the book.
And, I mean, nothing much happens. She meets the wizard, and Elphaba meets the wizard, and the wizard's like, yeah, fuck you. I mean, I really just came to this land looking for this magic book, the Grimoire, that, like, book in the movie.
Yeah.
Well, Elphaba had just randomly found it and tried to read it, but she really couldn't, and the wizard had come looking for it, but he had no luck with it. That's where you kind of, I don't know, the last half of the book, you kind of find out, like, all, like, the mysteries and stuff, like, oh, the wizard's her dad and stuff like that, and yeah, he had watched people, and she tries to kill Madame Morrible, but she's so old at this point that she dies 2 minutes before she smashes her head in with a trophy. And then she starts taking the green potion that her mom was taking, and it gets her weird fucking dreams about the wizard and stuff. So then she starts making a potion so that she can't sleep, to avoid the dreams. And she gets drunk, and because of all that, in a mixture of nothing, she kind of becomes delirious because she knows the wizard sent Dorothy to kill her. So it's this whole sad thing of her sending, these flying monkeys that she's been breeding and taking care of for like several years now and stitching wings onto.
Jesus.
To attack them. They all get fucking slaughtered. And then she sends her bees that she'd been taking care of. They get fucking killed, and it's a reference to the original book, how that whole works. But it's just really sad because she's just going delirious, sending all these people, and then finally Dorothy comes, so they invite her to dinner. They have dinner, and Elphaba just kind of goes crazy, and she's like, "You're here to kill me. You're here to kill me. You're here to kill me." And she kind of just like chases Dorothy around, and then Dorothy finally goes, "No, I just came here really to apologize for her killing your sister, even though I didn't mean to. I'm really sorry." And because Elphaba never got to apologize to the widow for dating, or for, having an affair and stuff with Fiero, she kind of goes mad and like is like, "Fuck you," and shit like that. And then Dorothy throws the water on her, and that's the end of Elphaba.
Yay!
Jesus.
What an earned ending.
And
I'm so glad that happened.
The end kind of says a little bit about what happened and how the wizard decided to leave. He had no intention of leaving. He called himself the Emperor of Oz, and he was just gonna stay. But then he found out that Elphaba ended up being his daughter, and he was like, "Oh fuck!" And he just ended up leaving out of grief. But yeah, the movie would have you think that the book is about a woman rising up and deciding to become a martyr and taking on a role and stuff. No, this book is about a woman who fails at every endeavor she pursues, and just she just fails at every endeavor she pursues, and then dies.
That's whack.
I kind of like the melancholy nature of it.
Book. I can vibe with a bad ending, but
I really like
usually
the
they make you.
I really like the last paragraph. I was just looking at it.
Oh yeah, here we
I'm
go.
going to read it. And of the witch, in the life of a witch, there is no after. In the ever after of a witch, there is no happily. In the story of a witch, there is no afterward. Of that part that is beyond the life story, beyond the story of the life, there is, alas, or perhaps thank mercy, no telling. She was dead and gone, and all that was left of her was the carapace of her reputation for malice.
Okay, I mess with that.
Yay.
Okay,
Yeah,
I like this critic quote on the back. This is kind of, you're gonna laugh at this. Save a place on the shelf between Alice and the Hobbit. That spot is well deserved.
Damn.
Oh yeah, well deserved.
Also on the front cover,
yeah,
on the
it's
front
just
cover,
shit ever.
amazing novel.
Yeah. I'm gonna say something controversial. I'm glad they changed it. That book sounded worse and more boring than the final product we got.
I would have liked the terrorism parts.
The politics, they talk about a lot of politics, and the politics are really interesting, but it's just the rest, I don't know, it's like there's so many highs and lows, and it's just there's so much boring shit that nothing happens, and it's just, yeah. And I can vibe with a bad ending. Like I can vibe with a character who just fails every time, and it's just about a character who failed at every endeavor she ever tried, and never won or couldn't do any, or it never succeeds at anything. But usually with bad endings or something, you're left thinking, you're left pondering, you're left really trying to understand. And I didn't. At the end, it was like, oh, okay, well, so that's what happened. Okay, that happened. Dorothy threw a pail of water because Elphaba accidentally set herself on fire, and that was it. And
Great.
It's like there's nothing to think of from that.
I don't know,
there's no
man.
substance.
Maybe I just don't like Wizard of Oz enough to care about an adjunct parallel novels, musicals, film about it. You know what I mean? Like maybe I'm just predisposed not to like this. I don't know, but the movie was so boring for the first 2/3, and it sounds like all that source material bullshit was just unfathomably boring. Like I don't know. I don't know. It's not.
I have to agree. I just don't think I'm interested. Like I guess I just don't find the world of Wicked to be that interesting, or the world of Wizard of Oz to be that interesting for the director. I don't know. I gotta ask you, Bruce. What is it that you find enjoyable? Legitimately, I want to know. I'm not trying to set up. What is it that you find enjoyable?
I like seeing, a darker take on the world of Oz. I like seeing the different perspective of it. I think some of the things McGuire does here are actually kind of interesting the way they're done. And I was just shocked reading it that it was such an adult-focused book in the setting of Oz. And I just thought it was interesting at the time. I have no idea how it would read to me now.
Okay.
No, that's very valid, because you see that world as like this land of like mystic wonder, basically, when you're a kid.
Yeah.
Like that first Wizard of Oz, it's fairy tales and whatnot. Basically, it's just like, I need to get to the wizard and he'll make everything happen, and then he gives the lion courage and the dude a brain, and the heart and whatnot. Like it's all this like magic and wishing and everything. So seeing a darker tale on something like that does sound interesting. That version of the darker tale doesn't sound interesting.
Fair.
Where there's just like hours of filler in between.
Now the series as a whole, I read the second book, liked it, but not as much. The thing with the second book is that it ends on a cliffhanger, setting up the overarching story for the rest of the series. Then you wait like 8 years for the next one to come out, and it's a fucking side story about the Cowardly Lion telling his life story, and it is infinitely boring.
That sounds terrible.
Like I barely remember it. He becomes like a propaganda figure. He becomes like a bureaucrat. There's a whole chapter about him fucking, which is just like, ugh.
That sounds awful. That just sounds bad.
That was bad.
Don't get me wrong.
And
I like making, or no.
I just want to it also elucidates some of the mysteries that were left over from the first book, and they were way better just left off unexplained. Because it's like, really, this is what you're doing?
Okay.
Because there's this figure who shows up.
Who
shows up throughout the first book called Yackle, who's this mysterious hag who shows up at different points in Elphaba's life, and it's not clear who she is. They give her a backstory in that third book, and it's just, why did you even bother?
And like, don't get me wrong, I can jive with taking the Wizard of Oz and just injecting reality into it. I liked that. I liked that part of the book.
Fair.
But it's just like
You can't trim it down a little.
Look, I get it. It's called The Life and Times of the Wicked Witch of the West, but some of these life and times, I think we could have changed. I don't know, but let me ask you, Bruce, because have you seen the play as well, or have you just seen the movie?
I have listened to the album, but I've never actually watched the play.
Okay, so then, which Elphaba do you prefer, the book Elphaba or the movie Elphaba?
I like them both for different reasons.
Okay, what about book Elphaba do you enjoy?
I like that she's a character where you think it's going to be a perspective flip where she's actually good, but she actually is this very complicated character where she's a terrorist. She does tons of shit and she's not very successful at what she does. I find that very interesting. Whereas in the movie, I think they do that perspective flip kind of straightforwardly, and for me it just works. I think it's an interesting perspective.
I think I would agree with you. I like book Elphaba for the fact that nothing gets handed to her. She very much has to claw her way to get anything out of anything. But I think my only issue is just because the book really only dwells on like the low parts, like the whole terrorism thing. It's all from the perspective of Fiona. So we don't actually see her do any of her missions. And so it's very much like, I like the character we're presented in the book. I like that nothing's handed to her. I like that she's not magically inclined or gifted, and that she she has to like spend a fucking week just to learn how to fly 2 inches off the ground on her broom.
Yeah.
And when she first flies over from the west to Munchkinland, like it's noted in the book, she has to like take breaks and just walk for a couple of times just because she's so new to it all. And I like all that. I think it's interesting. I like the fact that she is allergic to water so much that she doesn't bathe. She has to do like dry soap bathing and stuff like that.
Yeah, she bathes in oil.
Yeah. And I think all that is like super interesting and stuff like that. And movie Elphaba, I haven't seen the movie in a bit, so I'm gonna have to rewatch it because we're seeing the movie when it comes out on Thursday. But movie Elphaba, just everything gets handed her. She comes in. She does a magical thing. Okay, now you're
apprentice.
You're training with the highest wizard. Great, cool. You're gonna meet the wizard. Great, cool. All right, now you're meeting the wizard. All right, okay, cool. Everyone, you do your dance thing and this and that. Like, okay, you're meeting the wizard. All right, here's this book. Okay, you read it completely immediately. I'm able to do it, and then I'm just gonna take this book and run. Like, just. Okay, cool. You're just running off. I think you're kind of overreacting for a little bit, but all right, whatever. And then immediately you know how to fly a broom and do all this, and supposedly just know how to use the Grimoire immediately. And I'm just like, I read the book and then I watch the movie. I'm like, wow, this is just everything is getting handed to Elphaba. She is skating through this story, like in terms of what she has to go through, in my opinion. But then it's also the thing of, I'm watching this woman in the movie actually take an active role. I get to see her doing all these things. Like she's doing stuff. Like whereas in the book I'm kind of like there's the whole scene where the wizard is like she shows her this daughter or this little girl that she had been like protecting or taking care of, and she's like now a slave and she's catatonic, and like Elphaba's mad, but I'm like, girl, do something, lash out, jump at him, do something. But she doesn't, and there's no reason for her to not do it. She's already decided fuck it at that point, and it's just like, it's just frustrating. Whereas like at least in the movie it's like, okay, you did take the book, you did decide fuck it, let's go out of here. And I do like that she's like, fine, I kept waiting for this moment in the book for her to like fully go fuck it, grab the Grimoire, and decide to just make a huge spell or something, and just like fucking just start being the Wicked Witch of the West that the original movie and story like talks about her being an awful person. I was expecting her just to, because like the book very clearly drives her to that point of being that horrible person, but I was expecting her like fully go, and we never get that, and it was frustrating. Whereas at least in the movie,
Fair.
I know it's not gonna go that way, but at least I'm seeing her do something. At least, defying gravity. Yeah, I make the joke, well, they could have gotten away if they didn't see, but at least I see her going, fuck all you all and shit like that. It's satisfying to see.
Yeah, I get what you're going for.
And,
the movie
and I
sucks.
think Fierro. And I think Fierro, I also just hate because they essentially they basically did whitewash Fierro.
And
They also neutered all the stuff about him.
They combined
like.
they combined two characters when they made the play.
Yeah. And it's just so annoying because it's just like, I don't know. I don't usually like to talk, but it is kind of annoying. And like I understand for the play why they changed things because he has markings on him in the book, but I read a comment that in the play, if they doing that, it didn't really translate well because like unless you were right up at the stage, you couldn't really see the markings and it all just kind of blended in.
Yeah, that's true.
So I get why they didn't bother, but still, it's like really you just turn him into a generic white pretty guy who is just rich. Okay, whatever.
And I think if I'm not mistaken, the play takes away his entire connection to the West.
Yes.
Which is why she goes west in the first place.
Yeah. So, I mean, the play changes a lot, and it's really sad because I wish they would do a take. I know the movie won't because the movie is sanitized as all hell.
There was supposed to be a mini series version of the book, but that never happened.
But I wish that the movie will take some parts of the second half of the book, the interesting parts at least, and sort of use it.
They gotta put something in there.
Yeah. I mean, something has to happen. I'm still confused by why the hell the wizard has a moment with Elphaba. By the way, all of Wicked Part 2's trailers are fucking awful. The newest one just shows
It looks
everything.
so bad. Well, it looks like shit too.
Well, I mean,
like that movie looks. The lighting is bad. The backdrops are like every part of it just looks awful in the trailers.
Yeah, as someone who likes the first movie, the trailers for the second one have been weird. Like they don't know how to sell it.
I don't understand why the movie made bank. Like all you have to say is Wicked Part 2 coming out right here. What more do you have to show?
They show some.
That's all you had to do.
They gotta show the guy fuck the tiger. That's what they gotta show.
Oh, fair. That'll get all the kids interested.
I have to tell this story because I remember after seeing the movie, I was at my Barnes and Noble here locally, and I walked past. I wasn't looking for it. I just walked past on the shelf where McGuire's stuff is, and so many copies of Wicked were sold out, and I'm like, so many people are getting the shock of their fucking lives.
Yeah.
Oh my god. The fact that they put the movie cover on the book is
they do that all the time.
Is an awful joke to play on any parent that gave their young child the book to read because they like
here's terrorism, child.
Yes, here's the first page where they're talking about chopping off dicks.
Yeah, I fucking. So yeah, I mean that was the actual like stuff about Wicked and the Wicked Witch of the West. She failed at doing anything, and it sucked.
Well, I'm glad you got that off your chest. Sounds like it's been burning inside you for a long time.
It really did. I don't know, because I just kept thinking about the ending and her just getting like just being delirious and getting melted with water, and it's like, okay, I'm thinking about that ending, but at the end of the day, there's really not much to amount to that. It's not like I'm wondering why did Dorothy kill the Wicked Witch of the West, or why did she? No, it just happened because it just happened. I was like, oh.
Now, if there's one thing from the book I want to see them put into the part 2, even just as a cameo, because they mentioned it briefly in the first movie. It's just like a throwaway line of dialogue. The clock of the time dragon.
The clock dragon.
Yeah, it's this big, massive, like wooden puppet dragon on top of a clock, and it shows you the future. It's really fucking cool. That's one thing in the book that's really fucking cool.
It's fucking sick. I hope they show that because in the last 4 hours of the book, Elphaba gets to see the clock of the time dragon. And it shows her history, and that's how she finds out the wizard is her dad. And so I think it'd be cool if they do the same thing.
I think
'Cause
he's
I
just
don't know
going to
how it
reveal it in
happens,
dramatic
but-
fashion, personally. But
No, because in both the play and the book, the wizard doesn't know that Elphaba is his
neat.
daughter. Yeah. So.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I
I
wish
mean,
I had
that's all
more
I
to
had
say,
to-
but I just
You don't know what you
have
you
nothing to add.
you don't have a frame of reference. Is the problem.
no frame of reference.
Yeah, there's
I watched
nothing
one movie
to-
and did not like it.
He also
That was
wrote
it.
he also wrote a Snow White book, which was fucking horny from what I remember.
Oh man, don't summarize that forever. No. No.
I mean, I already refrained from describing that one scene in the Lion book, so I'm good.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, I don't have much to say other than that. I tried my damnedest. To anyone listening who loves the Wicked movie and play, I tried my damnedest to find something to like out of this series, and I'm sorry. There's some things that the book does a lot better, but
You dove deeper than most. I'll give you that. You went out of your way to actually go hard with the source material here.
Bear in mind,
I will say I am.
Bear in mind, like I said, I like the Wicked book the most of anybody here. I couldn't make it through the series because that third book was boring as shit.
Yeah. I mean, hey, I will say I am more knowledgeable on the Wicked series than probably most Wicked fans who have only either seen the play or the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not going to make you popular.
Yep. Although I will say nothing is more fun than when any talk of any fan talk of the Wicked movie happens, for me to be able to say, well, actually in the book this happens.
Actually, don't actually, not again.
Remember that guy that actually does?
Actually,
No, it's something I like to do.
Actually, the Tin Woodman thinks she had a penis.
So stupid.
No, it's just something I enjoy doing because I like to. I find myself these days reading the books from what movies are based off, and it's fun for me to, when I'm watching the movie with friends, go like, so this is what happened in the book. Here's more details on this and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of fun for me to just like add more reference or insight and stuff like that.
I went back and reread Frankenstein not long ago, so.
Banger.
I still need to read Frankenstein. I've been waiting.
I have.
It'll be soon.
If I can reach it. The 1818 text, which is what I read.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh,
Nice. I'm excited for
But-
Ungodly, the life and times of the creature that Frankenstein created. That's gonna be fun.
I mean, he did.
My next book. I'm announcing it now.
He did Snow White. He did Confessions of an Ugly Stepsister.
Oh man, yeah. Sounds like he has this one gimmick and is just sticking to it.
Well, going off that segment, just to finish off projects that we're working on. Jake and Ian, do you guys have any projects?
Yeah, we're co-writing Ungodly: The Life and Times of Frankenstein's Creation.
I'm making it really horny. No.
I mean,
it's a parallel novel, but he fucks every other character.
I mean, we already have horny Frankenstein. It's called Poor Things.
we do very horny Frankenstein, extremely. I am working on yet another book. I mean, I already talked to you guys about the book that I have completed and am querying agents for right now, although the past month or so I haven't. I've been pretty busy. But I'm working on a new, different book than all of the ones that have come before.
It's the one where they get big and fight kaijus?
Yeah, that's definitely it.
All right.
No, it's something that I can't. I'm still working on how to pitch it without spoiling what it is.
Okay.
That's where I'm at right now, because something happens at the end that just it's the dopest idea in the world, and I'm so protective of it right now. So I'm gonna sit on it, but I'll pitch it. I'll pitch it to somebody eventually. See what I pitched to one person, to Jackson, and he fucking loved it. But he's also a bad frame of reference. I don't know what he likes. So, but we'll see how that goes.
Me personally, not really. I want to get everything together personally before I work on a big thing. So I've just been trying to do small things one at a time.
Well, you've been part of my stuff. We recorded Witcher season 4.
That's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we've just been hot quality and contenting it up.
Big time. Big time.
Bruce, I'll cut out anything right now if you'd like me to, but all I will say is congratulations.
You're welcome. It's something I can't talk about publicly yet, but we'll get to it.
Yeah, and the thing he can't talk about publicly, we're all really fucking proud of him for.
Yeah.
Yeah,
very
we're
much
very
so.
proud. He deserves a huge congratulations.
And
yeah.
Other than that, I'm considering some stuff from Screenplay Archaeology. Nothing solid yet.
Hell yeah.
Okay, cool. As for me, I actually have a lot of updates.
You
at
shot
the time,
and directed and edited the next monster film in your series.
It's all done, baby, and it's coming out in December.
Fuck yeah.
No, I actually wish. So, hold on. So, at the time of this recording, Cold Embrace currently has 283 views.
Hey, that's more than our Wolfman 2025 commentary.
Yeah.
Yeah. In under 1 month, it's gained that many, which is pretty good compared to Anxiety's Moon that has 450 views in 3 years and 613 for Unseen Obsession in under 2 years. So, hey, it's racking up at least. I'm glad, and I'm always grateful for anyone who ever watches my short films. So, that's cool.
That's fucking awesome.
We are planning and in the works to have a Christmas short. We haven't done one in a couple years, and I've been wanting to do a new Christmas short for a while. I'm not actually the one directing it. I'll be acting and editing it, but my storyboard artist will be doing the directing and stuff because
Hell yeah.
Cool.
To be more creative.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, that's cool. We're working on and off of it. It's meant to just be a very quick shoot it in one day, edit it in one day kind of project. This is not meant to be deep or long or anything. Beyond that, unfortunately, when it comes to monster stuff, well, Jake has been trying to help me make work
I fought
on
the good
I
fight,
have a
man.
mummy. He fought. You tried. Not any fault of your own, for the record, my guy. I don't know if it's probably not today, but probably later this week if you're down for it. I'd like to get on a call with you to discuss some ideas.
Okay. Did you happen to look at what I sent you or no?
I haven't yet. I just
That's
haven't had a
okay.
chance, but I'm probably gonna
That
do
would
it
be
today.
something that's far off anyway, so no big deal.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, for context for everyone, Dracula was not meant to be the next one. It was supposed to be The Mummy. I had a script written, we had a storyboard done, we had a couple actors, but a lot of things fell through. It took so long that I had decided it's better to shelve it and move on. Otherwise, we're not getting anything made for years. So I decided to revisit it, and me and my team, and collectively, we all kind of decided that to do this, we have to find some sort of producer or at least a small studio behind this, because at this point, it's just too big to do anything on just our own of 5 people. So I've tried to look for studios to pitch it to. Turns out that's pretty much an impossibility. I have one person that I know that I'm talking with them in December. And beyond that, the only other thing that I'm slightly considering doing, I don't know if I want to, because honestly, I feel like I don't deserve to, is maybe trying to do a Kickstarter or a GoFundMe to gain enough of an actual budget to make the film. But I'm not sure if I want to do that yet. I'm still
You would have to know the number roughly that you would need, and then once you have that number, you got to ask yourself, can I feasibly ask for this, you know?
I'm figuring out the number that I need isn't the hard part. The hard part is just being willing to put to say, hey, here's a Kickstarter or a GoFundMe.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone want to donate? Because I am very much a person who doesn't feel like I deserve that, because I've only made like 3 films that have not gotten any kind of coverage or anything, so I don't know. But those are really my only options to get the current Mummy script that I want to make made. Beyond that, Frankenstein would be the next one if we end up not making the Mummy. So that's really all I have. The only other thing, which is this is kind of I don't know if I brought this up before. I might have, but I kind of wanted to just go over it with Jake anyway, kind of a on-screen kind of thing. I've had this idea of doing short radio dramas using my monster characters, but having the radio dramas be things that I know for sure just would be really hard or would take an actual budget to pull off. And so instead of just not doing them, turn them into radio dramas. And I was wondering, Jake, one, do you think that sounds like a good idea? And two, would you be interested in writing those with me?
Fuck yes. That's basically just a book, but you can hear it.
That sounds cool.
Sounds fucking dope.
Kind of like a War of the Worlds situation.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I've listened to the H.P. Lovecraft Historical Society has done a couple of those, and they're pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've been kicking around the idea of doing a Devil's League audiobook for a while, but I looked at I was saying, the number I needed for a while, and that would not be feasible for my budget.
I continuously will push that I will read the whole audiobook for you.
So I just
I will do it.
I just remembered I had this. I've had it for a long time. I've never shown it to anybody. This is a bunch of old radio Sherlock Holmes shorts, so I do like this kind of thing.
Oh, that's sick.
That's really cool.
Hell yeah. That sounds fun.
Then
I'd be so down.
I might actually go along with that, because really it hurts me not to be making anything, but at the same time I've gotten too far in my movie making things with the monsters that it's really hard for me to just think, well, let me just keep doing downscaled stuff. Like, it's just, I don't want to just keep doing downscaled small stuff. I want to keep growing. And
right.
And like, I understand I need a budget. I understand that what I have available to me right now doesn't allow me to do really big stuff. But at the same time, I don't want to just keep doing small stuff. That seems counterintuitive.
Yeah, hit a good middle.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean that's basically all I got for my own updates on stuff like that.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, so thank you all for listening and hearing me rant. I'm sorry for any Wicked fans who love the story. Please don't kill me.
I mean, I handled it. If I can handle it, they could not be a bitch about it. So
that's true.
All right, I guess.
So that means
but Bruce, theater kids are crazy.
That means we're not having the ratings debate this episode. Maybe that'll have to be the next then.
I mean, we could have it, but I feel like everyone's really tired.
Yeah, I'm tired.
It's understandable. I get it.
Hey, you know what? Next time will be good, because December, we'll be doing it in December. And
yeah, because Ian won't be here.
Real.
Fuck that guy.
Ian can come back on if he wants to. I don't mind.
If it's, I mean, it's audio only. There's a chat with all four of us in it. You know.
We
if you got a good mic, yeah.
I do.
He's gonna ask us if we dig up dinosaurs.
Potentially.
But yeah, it'll be good, because it'll be a good segue into January's podcast where we go over the best movies of 2025. So December will be a good. Yeah.
Best and worst.
All right.
He's gonna watch Wicked Part 2, hate it, and then be like, that's probably like a 7.5 out of 10.
It might make my top 10. I don't know.
If it's well made. Anyways, happy Thanksgiving, everyone.